Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the broadcast. Who do we got in the house? Mr. Tom is here. We got Mr. Sapsucker David Hazardja Outdoors himself. Sean from Minnesota is here. Yeah, no, Sean, no. Just running a little behind this morning. The dial-up internet's not killing me too bad just yet, but it probably will be a little later, I'm sure. What is up, Drew? How is everybody doing today? Western Farms, hello. You are a new name I haven't seen yet on my panel. Let me go ahead and put the link up here. Everybody is welcome to come on up. I would greatly appreciate it when people come on up. We can chat and talk about whatever you guys want. We're going to go for about, we'll probably chat for about 45 minutes to an hour, and right around 12 Central Time, we're going to do the live drawing. So you guys definitely want to stick around for that, or at least come back for that. I'm going to go ahead and pin this message. Anybody can come on up. How is everybody doing today? We got, I see 3 people watching, it looks like 4 people. How's everybody doing? Anybody got a certain topic they want to start off today with? Anybody got a certain topic they want to start off today with? All right. What's everybody up to on this beautiful Saturday morning? Well, Saturday afternoon for some of you guys now. Plug this baby in. You're really gonna lose me. What are you drinking? I am drinking some Coca-Cola. Probably my favorite thing. About the only thing you'll see me ever drink on this channel is Coca-Cola and water. Mr. Tom is doing great. Filling his face with ice cream and Girl Scout cookies. Damn, Sean, you're living the life there. I love me some ice cream. What kind of ice cream are you eating, Sean? Mikey is watching it rain. Mikey, feel free to come up on the panel, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Tom's watching his grandkids. David is watching. There he is. I've been here, David. Tuned in while on vacation. What is up? Melvin's pressure washing. Melvin's lawn care and pressure washing. Excuse me. Yep. What is up, man? It's pretty nice of you to jump up here while you're on vacation, man. Enjoy your time. I got in the live giveaway, I seen your name. Your name's on there quite a few times. I think you're one of the guys that really utilized every entry you could possibly get. Cookies and cream with caramel and chocolate syrup. Sounds pretty damn good. I wish I had some ice cream right now. Happy Saturday. What is up, Jay's Crazy Cuts, Miss Christina and Mr. Jason? How are y'all doing today? How is everybody? I think I pinned the link. Like I said, everybody is welcome to come on up. What is up, Miss Carly? I mean, Mr. Carlo. How are you doing? So today's going to be kind of just a chill stream for a little bit. Like I said, right about 55 minutes from now, we're going to do the live giveaway drawing. Until then and after then, we can talk about whatever you guys want. You guys got a certain topic in mind? You guys got, just anything you want to talk about, something you want to bring up? I got a great channel. I appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate that, Melvin. You're one of the underestimated channels. I know you got good content. Again, everybody is welcome to come on up on the panel and don't leave me hanging here. I know nobody wants to see my face here for the next hour until the giveaway starts. New Spartan stand-up. Okay, we got our first topic here. The new Spartan stand-up. What is up, Mr. Deep Roots, first of all? Second of all, I actually do not like Spartan. Here in our area, I've seen a guy cut, and I don't know. I didn't like it, the cut quality of it. My brother-in-law actually has not the stand-up. I will say it looks like a beast of a mower, that's for sure. I mean, it does look like a pretty badass mower. My brother-in-law has a sit-down, and he's got one that's way bigger than really needed for what he does. And it looks nice. It looks like a pretty mean mower, but I don't like its cut quality. And for the price, I just feel like you could have went and got something better for the price. But I will say they look pretty tough. Chicken and broccoli. What kind of chicken is it, Mr. Hazardra? I'll trade you for something. What's up, John? What is up, Mr. Lawn One? How are you doing today? Again, I've still got to learn everybody's names. I can only remember y'all's channel names. You know, if I get your names wrong, please forgive me and bear with me. You know, if you come up on the panel, I'll get to know your name and face and everything, and then I'll really remember you more than just a channel name. Just saying, guys. Yeah, I don't like broccoli either, Sean. I wouldn't give up ice cream for nothing. Spartan is best looking mower. He thinks Spartan is best looking mower on the market. I do. I will say it is a pretty damn good looking mower, that's for sure. He is mowing. I wish I was mowing right now. Snapper or Skag or Ferris Exmark. Oh, Furious Exmark. I'm gonna pick Exmark, Drew. That's just me. You know, you guys know I'm an Exmark guy. I owned a Spartan top of the 11K mower back in 2016. Only kept it 6 months. See, that right there will tell you a lot. He only kept his mower for 6 months. So I'm not the only one that doesn't really seem to like him. He's got grilled chicken. If it was deep fried, I would love some. Man, what is up, Mr. Maymo? I haven't seen you in quite a while. How is it going? I'm trying that this week. Broccoli. Okay. Man, these comments are flying in. I'm loving it. I feel popular today, guys. It's because I'm doing a giveaway. That's why everybody's here. Quick question: if you use door hangers, what kind of contact did you put on them? Did you use pictures of yourself? So I actually just designed a new door hanger last night. Well, it's like a flyer, but I'm going to put it as door hangers. So for me, I've got a pretty simple setup. Like a simplicity is key for me is what I like. I used a pretty simple background that looks like a fresh cut lawn. And then I put like all my information on it, you know, my name, the business name, obviously, my number, and then just a kind of a brief description of what I do. And the one thing I'm doing this year is I put my price that I start at. And I'm going to put that on there to hopefully weed out some of the people that are just looking for cheap, if that makes sense. Lawn One says deer. I know Mr. Hazardra would say that, but I'm going to disagree again in my area. I don't care for deer, but I also don't have that much experience with deer out here. But Snapper, Ferris, or Skag? I'm going to go with Ferris and then Skag and then Snapper. But I actually really like Ferris. I'm really into Ferris. Husqvarna zero-turn mower is best. In your area, I'm sure it is. Tommy's personal picks. Yeah, I agree with that, Sean. I guess in the beginning, if you have to, use like a picture of, I don't know, Google a picture and use it. But I used just a recent picture I took, one of the best pictures I have. I really don't take a whole lot of finalized pictures of my work, but I was able to do that. So I agree. I switched from Exmark to Ferris. Guys, yeah, Jays, I'm really thinking about doing that. Right now I'm an Exmark guy, but I'm really leaning towards Ferris here pretty soon. I just learned that there's a Ferris dealer like 8 minutes from my house, and I really seem to like Ferris, and I like the way they cut out here. So I really think I'm going to end up switching to Ferris sometime in the future for sure. Yeah, I want to mow now too. 85, hey, damn, 84 in Jacksonville. That must be nice. I think it's going up to like 50 something today. Maybe, I don't even know. I haven't even looked at the weather recently. Still have an Exmark though. Yeah. No food. Yeah, I'm getting hungry now too. I haven't eaten anything yet. Man, guys, you guys are killing it with the comments. I'm loving it. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying not to leave anybody hanging. Once again, everybody can feel welcome to come on up on the channel. Come up on the panel. We can chat. Help me read some comments, maybe. So that's the one thing I hate about lives is I mess up my words, and now you guys get to see how much of an idiot I actually am. You know, when I'm filming videos, I can edit that stuff out. I don't think y'all guys know how many times I'll be recording and just mess up my words and like that in the garage. I need to make like a blooper reel. I think it'd be kind of entertaining. Picture of my actual stripped long. Yep. Long one. That's good. What is up, Mr. Dave's Lawn Vlogs? Happy to have you in the house. He's got maybe 25 minutes, got to meet someone for a website. I understand that. Well, I appreciate you spending your precious 25 minutes here with us. It's greatly appreciated. Hey, you can come on. See, there we go. Come on up on the panel for about 25 minutes. Only for me, John. Yeah. Spartan decks are same design. Okay, I did not know that. What is up, Long Kings Landscaping? Yeah, I do agree. Ferris motors look really good. I really like what Jay's Crazy Cuts did when they painted the Ferris wheels black. I think that looks pretty tough. I feel like it should have came from the factory that way. It's raining here. It's beautiful here. I'm going to keep on using my Cup Cadet. Cup was good. Hey, man, if it works, Mike, if it works for you, keep using it. You know, don't change. If you're happy with it and like what you're doing. Yeah, Maymo, I think it's definitely coming. I mess up almost every video. I can guarantee you there was like, I don't know, 10 different clips. So every clip that you guys see me edit out, there's probably at least 2 clips for every clip that gets edited because how bad I mess it up. Yeah, I really need to make them. I always just ended up deleting them, but I need to start making them. Red Max is making mowers now too. I seen Exterminator. He did that walk around at what was it, Lowe's or Home Depot, and he showed the DeWalt mowers, and he was kind of comparing them to Cub Cadet. And man, after he mentioned that, and I'm looking at it, they really do look like Cub Cadet mowers, just with a freaking really high price. I got door hangers designed too. I just did mine. My wife, she stepped up last night. She helped me with that because that's one thing I'm not very good at graphic designing and stuff. And I had no idea she did. Well, I was stressed out over it like the last 2 days because I'm trying to redesign my door hangers and flyers. And last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, she got on the computer and ended up making them. And they turned out really good. So I'm excited for Monday. I'm gonna start giving them out. Yoga protein is nasty. Oh, Vega protein. 41 raining in Ohio. I mess up at least 3 times per clip. Yeah, same. I mean, you guys can hear how much I'm just absolutely killing my words right now. It's like my brain doesn't know what I'm trying to say, or my brain knows and my mouth doesn't know what I'm trying to say. So I just absolutely mess it up. He never did door hangers. So as you guys noticed in my second season in, I did door hangers last year. And even though that they were pretty, I don't know, I wouldn't really brag about them. They weren't good. I would say they were pretty basic anyways, a door hanger. I actually got pretty good return on the very few that I gave out. Because, of course, pandemic hit. I got paranoid because I know, people out here, you never know what people think about the stuff that's going on right now, whether it's, the absolute worst thing or some people don't care. So last year I got paranoid when the pandemic hit and I stopped giving them out just because I was afraid of what somebody would say or somebody would try to, I wasn't sick until he gave me this flyer, some dumb stuff like that. People are crazy. So I tried to be, I don't know, a little cautious about it, I guess. Taking my kids to do door hangers, let them run up. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's one benefit of having kids, I'm sure. Passing out 750, man, that's a lot. That's pretty good. Anybody's used yard signs? I was wanting to make some yard signs this year. I didn't get around to it yet. I mean, obviously the year's just getting started, but I'm wanting to try it. I've heard people say 50-50 about yard signs. I've heard some people say, yes, yard signs absolutely work. I've heard some people say yard signs don't work, but I would like to get some made, especially here just for my own neighborhood anyways. It's okay to get excited. I do the same. I'll always get excited. I don't know. I just really like doing this. I like going on lives. I like making videos and I get excited about everything. You know, the next time I get a mower, I'm gonna try to record. I'm gonna try to record the whole like process of whenever I go to buy a brand new mower or whatever, because I'm like a little kid in a candy store, you know, when it comes to mowers and stuff. And like the day I went and picked up my Exmark, I couldn't stop smiling in the truck driving with it behind me. I got 500. I'm gonna pass out. Yeah, just a few yards. Right on, right on. That is pretty awesome, Sean. That's a good start for sure. Gonna make some breakfast. I'll listen. What are you gonna make, Carla? What are you making for breakfast? You guys cutting your own neighborhood? I do, but I don't, to answer that, Memo, if that makes any sense, right? So I only did like, I don't know, 3 people here in my neighborhood, and those were the only people I did in my city last year. Now this year, I picked up one more already to start, and he's like literally right across the street from me. So I picked up that one more, and then I'm hoping to pick up more here in my neighborhood coming up this year. Return on flyers. So that's a good question for somebody that's got more experience than me. Most guys say you get, from what I've heard there, Dave, I've heard most people say you get 1 to 2% on average return on flyers and door hangers. Now I've heard some guys get more. The few I gave out, I got more return on that because I only gave out a very small selection and I got quite a good handful of them back. But that could have just been a coincidence, you know, maybe a luck of the draw. Maybe I just selected those few people I put those flyers out on last year just right. So somebody else probably do. Yeah, there we go. Sean said 1% return on investment roughly, which is about what I've heard. So my neighborhood, but not on my street. Yeah, I don't really like trying to service my neighbors because I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's cool because they're right there, but I don't know how I feel about it. That is an accurate return. All right. See, I got something right. I got something right there. Have ever had somebody try to scam you yet? Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Jay's Crazy Cuts. Just got asked for a quote and they wanted to set up a payment account. Yep. For them, told them only do Square. Yep. So Jay's Crazy Cuts, I actually had people tried to scam me a lot last year. So I got the whole deal where somebody calls me and their husband or their dad is in the hospital right now and they won't be home, but if I could go cut it and they would pay me back or whatever. I got a lot of those. And then I got a lot of they would send me an address and they would tell me to give them a quote. So I'd go look at it, give them a quote. And then what they would do is they would say, hey, that sounds great. They said, okay, what do you do for payment? I would tell them my payment options. And then what they would do is they'd be like, okay, well, we actually do this here. And they'd send me a link and say, if you sign up for it, we'll pay the entrance fee or whatever it was called. And we'll cover all the fees to do it. And basically they're just trying to take all your information and really mess up your bank account and all kinds of stuff. So I dealt with a lot of those too. And last year I only had one guy, but I had one guy I'm pretty sure was trying to scam me on my insurance, trying to get me to come there, just do anything on his property so he can probably try to sue me for something. So yes, Jay's Crazy Cuts. I've had a lot of people try to scam me. What is up, Mr. Gavin? How's it going? Mr. Bowman, he is in the house. Yeah, Dave, I kind of feel you there. I mean, I would really like to be able to just ride around, right across the street and cut their yard while I'm cutting mine. But at the same time, I don't know. There's something about having my neighbors, know what I do. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, how I feel about it. I don't like people walking up to my house that I don't exactly know, if that makes sense. So if they're not home and they decide to come over to leave a check or, pay me or something like that, it kind of gets awkward because it's like I don't really like people walking up to my house that I don't know. Yeah, Dave, people are crazy. Just got 2 scams in the mail. I haven't got any mail scams, I guess you can say, yet. Haven't got any mail. Once again, I think I did. Yep, I put the link up. It is pinned in the comments. Like I said, everybody is welcome to come on up. Anybody and everybody. If you've never been up on my panel, I would really like you to come on up. I'd like to get to know your face and your name with your channel name. You guys, I watch a lot of you guys. I watch a lot of channels. So a lot of times the names and the channels and the content all seem to run together in my head. So unless I have actually talked to you face to face, sometimes I can't put your name with your channel name, if that makes sense. So that's why I really try to encourage people to come on up on the panel, because it really helps me get to know you and just bring us to that next level in the community, I guess you can say. My wife caught it. That's pretty good. Yeah, you definitely have to be careful nowadays. I don't know if you guys have gotten this. I don't get any email quotes. Like I don't get anybody emailing me wanting business. Nobody asked me for a quote or an estimate or to come service a yard through email. So in my head, anybody that emails me anything like that is automatically spam or junk mail, essentially, is the way I see it, just for me, because I don't get anybody. All my customers come through phone or Facebook or word of mouth. They just see me and ask for it. I've never dealt with anybody on email, so that could be different for some of you guys. Some of you guys might get a lot of emails. You guys let me know in the comments or come on up on the panel and tell us about it. But watching the bearded wonder, man, I'm gonna have to rebrand or something with a beard, I guess. I can promise y'all it won't come off anytime soon. So let's go back in and see if I missed any comments here. Oh, I just seen Carlo's comment. He's cooking 2 eggs, coffee, and broccoli. Could leave the broccoli out, and I'll be right there. Shave it. Nah, Bowman, I can't. You think you got a baby face? I really got a baby face without this. Plus, I ain't got like no chin when I don't have my beard. So about 2 years ago, I guess, was the last time, 2.5 years ago, where I like really shaved it down, like almost completely off. And right after I did it, I said I would never do it again. I had it down to like here. And then right after that's when I completely shaved it up to just barely scruff. And that's when I was like, yep, I won't do that no more. Yeah. Bearded hustle. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good one, actually. Thank you, Mr. Billy Goat. She does, though. She does. In the beginning last year, we were just talking about this last night. In the beginning last year, she didn't really she supported what I wanted to do, but she didn't think I was really going to take this serious. She just thought this was going to be a little fun gig, something that I do on the side. Until the day I told her that, hey, I prayed about this. I'm going to go full time. I've got the work there. And then that's when she was like, oh, this is like something you're really going to do. And then that's when she really started to understand that it's like, yeah, I'm legit doing this. I really love doing this. This is the one true thing I've done that I'm like, damn, I could wake up every day and do this. Like, I really love what I do. So yeah, it makes a lot. Watch the shit out of this guy's videos. Oh, I appreciate that, Gavin. Some of my videos aren't that great. I know some of them I think are really good. I know I've got a lot of boring content. I will warn you guys, I think tomorrow's video is one last video I got left of me salting before the storm last week. So that's not accurate. We're not getting ice now, but it's a leftover video I still had edited. And then this week, you guys will get drip feeded some pretty good content. But then the week after that, I'm going to do, finally, I know I've been saying to do it this last week, but I've got a whole set of videos of just bad luck that I had last year that I'm going to upload. And some of them were recorded from last year. So some of the quality might not be there. Some of it might be a little boring, but just bear with me. My videos are going to get better. Like I said, I do still have a lot of content from last year. Like I still have mowing videos from last year to upload and show you guys. I still have to edit them. So the quality might not be there. Some of them are actually pretty good, but just bear with me. My videos are scattered all throughout. I'm not quite live in that, if that makes sense. What I upload today isn't what I'm actually doing today. It might have been what I did last year, if that makes sense. But I will try to keep you informed throughout the videos. When they are, be like, yep, this is the start of the season now. We're mowing now. Everyone thinks their own videos suck. I think mine suck. See, I actually think your videos are good, Gavin. I like it when watching you drop the trees and stuff. That shit's entertaining. I love what you do with your truck. Anything you're doing with your truck, you beating on it. I think it's great. I tell my wife, I'm like, yeah, Craigslist ads be like, this truck was lightly used. adult owned. Yeah, I thought it was funny. The MMA fighter Andre Lasky has a baby face too. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I agree. I do email. He does email, but they fill out a quote form. Really? Yeah, that's true. I do. I do like that, Drew. I need to start offering something like that. But again, I don't get any emails or anything. It's just all word of mouth or Facebook mainly, or phone call or text. A few turd videos. Yeah, I'm the same, Dave. I'm still new to the business. I'm still new to YouTube. I'm still learning what you guys really like to watch. I can tell by my analytics. I watch that a lot. So when I upload a video and guys don't watch the whole thing, I can really see, or your watch time. Whenever you decide to click off and stuff like that, I can really see it. So I'm still learning. I think I'll be making some really good videos this year. I'm really excited about. I've got a whole list on my phone right here. I've got a whole list of videos that I'm planning on recording on my phone here. I mean, I think there's like damn near 50 to, I don't know, 75 videos all wrote out that I'm going to do. I try to plan ahead a little bit. I've got a lot of good entertaining videos coming for you guys this year. Yeah, garage kept. Yeah, washed every day. Yeah. Carl, I think yours is good, man. I really do. I enjoy watching everybody's. Everybody has their own style of videos, their own way to do things, their own way to record. I really enjoy watching it. I don't want to watch the same kind of video for every channel, if that makes sense. Because, like I said, I watch a lot of freaking channels. I mean, I could show you my subscriptions. I watch a lot. I don't have a life, so that's all I do is watch YouTube. Which is what actually persuaded me to start making YouTube videos, because I'm always watching other guys. My wife was like, "Why are you watching other guys cut grass?" I'm like, "You're right. Why don't I start cutting grass and watch myself cutting grass?" What is up, Mr. TG Lawn Maintenance in the house? YouTube is 2 days behind on watch time. Oh, I did not know that. That is good to know. Then if that's the case, then we got it. I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to say. Tony, yeah, Tony, that's your name. That's right. TG, you're going to have to forgive me. And like I just said a few minutes ago before you jumped on here, I'm terrible with people's names, so I go off of your channel name. So I can picture your channel name and I can picture your face with that, but I can't picture your actual name. Like TJ Lawn Maintenance, Troy. I do the same thing with him all the time. I keep calling him TJ because that's what I associated his channel with, is TJ Lawn Maintenance, but his real name is Troy, and it gets me caught all the time. Man, I got some pretty good channels on the panel up here in the comments right now. Like I said, everybody is welcome to come on up on the panel. Most people only watch 5 minutes of our videos, according to analytics. Depending on how long my video is, Jays, mine is the same way. I think 4 to 5 minutes is the sweet spot, depending on how long it is. So just about every video seems to go, I don't know, about anywhere from 40 to 60% of the watch time for me is watched. So if it's a 5 minute long video, only 2 minutes and 50 seconds of that's actually being watched, is what it seems like to me. And then the longer the video, so on and so on. Again, if that makes sense. I'll get up soon. That's all right, Carlo. Enjoy y'all eggs and broccoli. It's fine. We've already killed 30 minutes doing this. This is going to be a good stream for sure. We got about 30 minutes to go, and we're gonna do the live. So just to give you guys a heads up, let's see if I can share this. I just want to show y'all real quick. Let's see, share screen. We'll go Chrome tab. So here is, are you guys seeing that yet? I don't know if you guys can see that yet or not, but there is 92 different names to be picked right there. And I will do shuffle so you guys see it all changed. You guys can try to pick out your names on there or not. There's, like I said, there's 92 different entries on here. Now, that's not 92 different people. That's just 92 entries. Some guys actually had up to, I think there was 5 opportunities you had to put your name on there. So you could have 5 times your name would be on there, if that makes sense. Not sure what I'm trying to say there, but you guys might get me. So I want to go full time as well. I'm one of the carriers. Yeah, that's a tough one, Tom. For me, I just really didn't like anything else that I did. So my deciding factor was between I've always said I'm going to go full time, self employed. Always. You asked me back when I was a teenager. I always said I was going to be my own boss. I was going to do something to be my own boss. Uh, so I've never really liked my job. Some of them I tolerated, but it was just a paycheck. So to kind of give you an idea of the place I last worked at, one of my jobs was to cut the grass around the shop. Well, everybody knew I loved doing it, so I was always the one that was stuck doing it. Well, one day, it was back in 2019, the summer of 2019, where I was out cutting it, and I looked over and I seen a landscape truck drive by with a bunch of lawnmowers on it, and I'm like, damn, why am I sitting here getting paid, whatever, $15, $18 an hour, whatever I was getting paid to cut grass, when I could be getting paid a lot more to do it and make my own money doing it, or, make a name for myself. I could be my own boss doing it. So then I came home, I talked to my wife about it, and then I hit the ground running. It was, let's see, September. We still lived in the apartment, which was actually the apartment complex that I lived in, that I cut actually on here. We still lived in there. I came home. I talked to my wife about it. We kind of had a plan set. We moved into the house that we're in now. Right after we moved in the house we're in now, I put my Mustang up for sale, and I told her if it sells, I'm going to buy a truck, and then I'm going to start my business. The Mustang sold in less than 2 weeks. I had people all over the place asking about it, wanting it. The guy came and looked at it. He bought it the next day. Bought it for exactly what I paid for it with. So then I took that money. I bought a truck, and then I had work lined up before I even had my first mower. And then it just kind of snowballed from there. And then last season, I still worked my full-time job, but it got to the point where I was working. It was costing me more to drive to my day job than what I was making at my day job, if that makes sense. And then it also came down to where my customers, I snowballed a little bigger than I really needed to in the beginning. So I was taking on more work than I could handle working a full-time job during the day and trying to do the lawn care. So then I had customers ask me, how come I can't cut their grass today? Or, the storm's coming, why can't I be there? And I'm like, well, I'm kind of at work right now. So it ended up just building up onto me. I'm losing money. I could have made so much more money. So then I ended up just talking to my wife about it, and, we pray about everything. So I prayed about it, and just everything kind of worked out. And I told my wife, I was like, hey, I'm going to turn in my 2-week notice tomorrow. So I went in, turned in my 2-week notice, and I've never looked back since. It's been absolutely great. But that in a situation like you, or other people, it's really hard if you might have a really good job, a day job, or, benefits is a big one. Benefits, family, it's really hard to make that jump. So you just got to, see what's best for you and really weigh it out. Part-time here as well. Make sure everyone hits that like button. Hey, thanks for that, Jay's Crazy Cuts. Don't forget to, make sure everybody hits that like button. We've got more people in this stream right now than I usually ever do. I appreciate that, guys. I really do. Don't lie, your wife is the boss. Yeah, hey, she is, Gavin. She is the boss. That's why she stood up. That's why she stayed up with me last night making my flyers today, or last night. It was literally 2:30 in the morning. We were printing the first one off to see how it looked. Eggs and clean, Carly. Yeah. 17 watching, only 10 thumbs up. Yeah, everybody, give me a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Red Rock Maintenance, what is up? How are you doing today? Gibson Landscape and Construction. To answer that question, we actually don't have snow right now. It's been beautiful here the last week and a half. So like I was just saying earlier, my videos aren't caught up in real time. So the video you just seen me of snow plowing yesterday, I wasn't doing yesterday. I did that a week ago. And I think, like I had said, tomorrow is going to be one more video that's snow related. I didn't do it tomorrow. It's beautiful here. Our mowing season is going to be starting here real soon. So to answer your question, there's no snow here in our area, and I don't think we're going to get any more snow this year, which we don't normally get snow to begin with. We usually only get ice. Ice is a bad thing, but that's about it. Your wife designed, yeah, Maymo. I'm going to put my wife in charge of a lot of the marketing. Carlo, I see you down in the basement. I'm going to bring you up in just 1 second. Maymo, my wife is really good at it. She showed it last night after she made the flyers. I'm really happy with it. And we were just kind of going around catchphrases and slogans and stuff. And she's really got a, I'm not trying to brag about my wife or anything, but she's a lot better than me. What I can do, I'm not good at doing any kind of like graphic design or anything like that. So My wife was really good at it. So I can definitely agree with you there, your wife doing it. What is up, Mr. Carlo? And we're about to bring up Mr. Mark's Misfit.
I'm green today.
Green.
Yeah, I'm green today.
Yeah.
Cameras, them are wonderful things.
62 degrees here. Yeah, Bowman, it's freaking nice here right now. I'm definitely loving it.
Yeah, you guys keep rubbing it into us.
Yeah.
62 degrees.
Well, hey, you're getting ready to go on vacation. It'll be warm where you're going.
Yeah. I am so looking forward to escaping.
Yeah. Because your luck, you're going to come out here, and the time that you're out here visiting Danny, it's going to be like -20 and getting snow for some reason. You know, our weather's crazy.
No, we just keep heading south.
Yeah.
You know, because we are mobile, so we just keep heading south.
Yeah.
So
that's great, Jay Scusa Cuts. I wish our mowing was starting tomorrow.
Hey, Jason. Yeah, we're a month and a half out yet.
Yeah, we're still a few weeks out, but it's warming up out here, so I think it's going to come quicker than I'm expecting.
You know what I do is I look back at my photos from last year from Google Photos and stuff like that, and you can go back and look and see what you did last year and the pictures and see all the grass. And I do that every year, and it's pretty much almost identical every year.
See, last year I was mowing the second week in March, and I mowed all the way up until the week after Halloween, I think it was.
Yeah.
The year before that, I think, was the same, except for I mowed all the way up until the week of Thanksgiving the year before that out here. But that was before I was doing it commercial. That was just my own property and my mother-in-law's property.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many years Vicky's got of our route sheets, but I could tell you, or we could tell you exactly what the weather was every single day that we worked, because we write down the weather, or Vicky writes down the weather, whether what the temperature was, if it was sunny, if it was raining, or whatever.
That's
because our
idea.
route sheets have all the notes on them. Because if somebody calls, you write it right on that sheet, because you'll think of it later, or when you're going through your sheets to make sure you didn't miss anything. That's there in front of you all the time, so you never lose it, never forget it. Then we just hang on to them. Because if there's a discrepancy with something, because we've done this before, someone said we weren't there, and then we could tell them, you know, Vicky could take her 5 minutes and she'll look it up and says, no, we were here on this time, or at this date and at this time. Because of what happened, we know exactly when we were there within a half an hour. Because our schedule is so tight with all our routing, it never changes. So
take it easy, TG's on maintenance. I'll let you know if you win. I know your name's on there a couple of times, or at least once or twice anyways, I remember seeing. Mr. Cole, how's it going? It is getting close to fertilizer time too, and the early aeration and dethatching is coming.
Yeah, we're going to hit the dethatching probably first or second week of April, if we can, a little bit. Depends on how dry it is, but you know, we got 4 inches of snow last night, and it's supposed to hit 45 degrees today, so it's just a sloppy mess.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
And it's supposed to be above freezing for the next 2 weeks, and we're going to be gone, so we won't have to deal with the mud.
Yeah, that'll be good. That's one thing I hate about snow is it might be pretty while it's fresh in there, but once it starts to melt, it just gets ugly and nasty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gets. You don't want to do nothing. You can't do anything really because there's mud everywhere. You can't even work on your own yard because it's just a sloppy mess, and you're just going to make it worse of a mess.
I remember I was listening to you a little while I was setting up. You were talking about when you finally quit your job to go full time.
Yes, sir.
That's the best feeling in the world, isn't it?
It was, man. The day, like I said, I've wanted it since I was a teenager. You know, I've always said, "What's up, Money Mike?" I've always said that I was going to be my own boss, and man, the day I did it, it was like a weight came off my shoulders. The last day I worked, it's just like, this is a good feeling. You know, I had a lot of people that were discouraging, I guess you say. A lot of people in my life have said, I won't do it, I won't make it, I'll never make it, and that kind of thing. So, you know, when I went full time, it was kind of like going like this to a lot of people. You know, it made me feel really good.
That just fueled my fire when I heard that. When people said that to me, it just fueled my fire even more. And it was funny because I told you I was working for a car dealership because I hurt my back really bad when the economy went bad. in 2008, and I really couldn't find any work, and I was hurt every single day. I really couldn't work anywhere. So if somebody were hiring me, they would have found that I had a bad back, and they probably would have fired me anyway. But no one was hiring, so worked at the dealership for a while. I had a good job there, but I didn't like it. I had to get back out to doing what I was doing, and I started slowly by slowly. You know what I started doing? Believe it or not, I saw somebody else do it, so I tried it. You know how when you go to like a grocery store or someplace, we had a real small local grocery in our area. Everybody was like, they would put like a bulletin board there, and you could pull things off of it. And you know those little like things you make yourself on a regular piece of paper, and it says I do this and I do that, and you pull a little tab with your name on it. Mm-hmm. That's, believe it or not, how I got started, and it was the cheapest way to advertise. And I went into my neighborhood and I put it on every one of those center mailboxes, you know, the little the aluminum ones, and I just started getting a bunch of side work, and then I was working at a place, and like you said, it was getting into the problem where people would say, you know, how come you're not here? I was like, no, I got to work. I can't come. And then I used to work, you know, in construction. So the people that I used to work with, I got hold of one guy, and I was doing some side work for him. And I said, you know what? I'm taking the plunge and I'm leaving. I told my girl about it and everybody else. And even the people at where I was working at, they tried to convince me not to. And I said, I went to the manager and I said, I got to talk to you. And he says, what's wrong? I said, I'm leaving. He's like, what? You know, I said, I gotta try it. And he says, well, you're not going to be able to do it. I said, well, I'm probably going to fail, and that's okay. I said,
see, there's a younger gentleman I've been, well, because we're all mentoring somebody, but I've been mentoring a bunch of the young guys around us, or I shouldn't say I should say we, because Vicky and myself are both mentoring these kids, you know, because they're all our kids' age, and they're all friends, and they all know each other, so we're mentoring all of them because their parents are employees and will only be employees. And these guys don't have no one else to turn to for advice because they're learning on their own. So we're just kind of helping them along. And the one guy, he's going to be quitting his job as soon as the mow season starts. But last year, his boss brought him in the office and sat him down and says, you're going to have to make a choice. Either give up your hobby of lawn mowing and do the real job, or you're just going to have to do something that, you know, it's going to work out anymore. Yep. And he says he almost walked out then, but he said he had in his mind, he remembered what I said, make it through this winter first, because it's not going to be plowing, it's not going to produce any money. So as soon as lawn care season starts, and because of that remark, I would not give him but a 30-second notice. Yeah. Because someone brought you in there and it doesn't want you to improve yourself, that's not a boss. That's a dictator. Yep. And that's what I told him. I says, just take your time, because, you know, he's also through the whole winter, he's putting in his retirement. So I says, keep building it, max it all out, you know, put your maximum amount of money you can put in there. And he says, I want to tell my boss. I said, don't tell him nothing. He says, Mark, I'm making $1,400 a day. I says, yeah, I know, because he's got a crew. And then he's out working. So it's basically, you know, himself and then another crew, and he's making a lot of money. He's 30 years old, making more money than I ever would have dreamed of at 30 years of age.
Yeah.
I had a lot of like arrogant bosses that, like my last boss, he was a nice guy personally, but as a boss, he kind of sucked. He had his benefits, right? But the one thing I hated watching was when your boss makes really good money and seems to really brag about it, if that makes sense. Not quite brag about it, but kind of flaunt it. And, you know, it kind of bothered me. I'm like, damn, this guy's making a lot of money. And here I am struggling. You know, I remember I told him about my wife's old car, about how, you know, I got to work early and I was just venting about how my wife's car was a POS and it was breaking down. And he goes, oh, I would just get a new one. And I looked at him and I was like, it must be nice to have that option, right? You know, I can't afford that. You know how much I make. So I got tired of seeing stuff like that, you know, just people. I don't know. I'm all about the change. You know, it's not about the money to me. It's about the change.
Well, see, that's the whole thing is everybody wants to be successful, and you don't know if you're successful until you know you're successful. You know what I mean? Once you convince yourself that you're successful, so you don't think you're successful until you reach that point. We reached that point this year. So we were busting our ass with the lawn care, 10 years, and really working our ass off for the past 5 years. And I didn't realize we were successful till this past year is when I realized it.
I had the same issue. I realized it about 3 years ago, and I've been doing this for a little bit over 10 years now.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't until like about 3 years ago, that's when I decided to finally go out and buy commercial equipment, because I was like, I wasn't going to go out and spend all the money on the real nice equipment. I'm going to stick with my stuff I got from the Home Depot and the used stuff. But then I started realizing that I'm picking up steam, and it's getting better. And here's the thing that got me. I'm loving it more and more. And it didn't matter. And it was like, you know what? I started to realize, wait a minute. I remember every job that I've had, I always felt like I was in a rat race.
Yep. Always.
Like a chicken with his head cut off, just running around, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't matter how much work you did and how good you did. No one realized or respected what it took for you to do that job. So you could have done the mediocre amount of work and still got paid the same amount of money. And for me in ethics, that doesn't fly.
Yep.
I don't think that you should get paid the same amount of money for somebody. That's what killed me the most about working with other people, companies, was that you're busting your ass off here. Even when I worked at Walmart, okay, this is the honest to God truth. Working at Walmart in high school really was probably one of the best things, because it instilled a lot of discipline in me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I listened. It wasn't that I was just working. I was working because I was listening to everything the manager said to me, because what you're supposed to do, and they would teach you all their business working. But a lot of people, I would say 95% of them, just came in and punched the clock.
Yep. As
if where I did it, I listened to all the brainwash and everything, and I would help every customer that came in, and I literally, I still remember this. I had one particular lady. I'm not going to say who or what she was, but anyway, she came up to me and said, "You need to stop it." I said, "What?" She goes, "You're making us all look bad." I said, "What?" She goes, "You don't need to do all that. You're still going to get paid the same amount of money." And that stung at me like a bee, and I was so mad. I was like,
"Yeah,
I'm 18 years old, maybe 17. I think I was 17 years old. And then to hear that from somebody older, like in their 30s, really kind of made me feel like, well, what am I doing? What's the point of waking them,
Yep.
I didn't know any better, but I did know better. And that ethic stuck with me for every job I ever did. And one day, like I said, I would work for multiple different companies and jobs, and you would never really get recognized for the time you did to do the work you did.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if anybody reads a lot in here or whatever, but the book that changed my mindset about business was called The Fred Factor. And it's The Fred Factor. It's a good book. It's a good short read, but it's a good book. And that after you're done reading that whole thing, your whole outlook on what a customer service changes. It's one of them, it's a story, but it's also teaching you something,
This is the way I've always looked at it, and this is actually how I even sold most of my jobs, and I'm probably giving away one of my little trade secrets that I developed by accident. Does that make sense?
Oh yes, it does. Absolutely makes sense.
Well, I would talk to the customer, and this is a line that it would just naturally come out, but then I realized that I started to put it in there. I would just say, "Look, I'm going to treat your yard like as if this was my yard, okay? And like I was the customer. How would I like to be treated if somebody came into my house to do work? So I'm going to cut your grass like as if I was cutting my own property, not like it's a job for me. You know what I mean? And so if I see something that ain't right, I'm not going to want to charge you something that doesn't make sense to charge you for. And I'm going to make sure I charge you for the right amount of time and money that I'm here for. And then if you don't agree with it, just let me know. We can maybe work it out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think that put a lot of ease in most people, because the one thing I hated was whenever you get work done, is you're always scared, like, what's it going to cost me? What's it going to cost me? Are they really going to do the job they say they're going to do? Are they, once you pay them, they really could or couldn't do it, but they did it. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if that makes any sense. I mean, it's just my mind thought.
Sure.
Maybe it's just me, but that's just how I and it helped me. That's what helped me with customers and breaking that wall of distrust.
Bring Jason's comment up from Jay's Crazy Cuts.
I can't see the comment from when you pop them up.
That's why I'm saying. There it is. And
Yeah,
that's why
true.
everybody goes out on their own and starts their own business, because of that quote right there. Never felt appreciated for all my hard work as an employee.
Yep.
That's
Telling
the truth.
It is the absolute truth, because my job that I left, I was in charge of 10 gravel trains. You know, we're several millions of dollars worth of equipment, and making a guy, you know, the boss, several millions of dollars, and all he did is yell at me.
Yeah.
So,
Did you come into work today?
Yeah. Oh, my day would start at 3 o'clock in the morning and end at 10 o'clock at night every single day, 7 days a week. Because I was the foreman, I was in charge. I was the guy where they went to. So it was tough, but you know, we got through it.
Miss Vicky's got a good point here. You can make as much money as you want in this business, and that's absolutely the truth. You know, you can go out there and be the guy that busts your ass 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, and make as much as you want.
Yeah, exactly. And we did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
You know,
we were pulling home $12,000 a month. We did all that, but we also didn't go out and buy fancy stuff.
Yep.
You know, we were paying stuff off. We were paying off our mistakes that we made previous, living beyond our means when we were younger, because we got that credit freedom. You know, I can get this now and pay for it later. We got sucked into that, like most of us do.
Yep.
We're out of it now, so we don't have to worry about that stuff. And you know, we're trying to keep everybody, or trying to help other people not make the same mistakes we did when we were younger.
You know,
I don't know if it would have been any different shape than we are now, but it would have been easier, less stressful.
And that is a big good for you, because you know what, as I myself am getting older. I know I'm not as old as you guys, but but the thing is, like, you know how you would always hear like stuff like, you know, respect your elders, you know, listen to your elders and things like that. And older civilizations, you know, it was always the elders that you would go to for advice.
Yep.
And I think we lost place of that in our society, and we're starting to slowly come back to that, I believe, maybe. But there is an honest to God truth to that, because, you know, people who've already been there and done that, believe it or not, are very willing to help you. But when you're in a society where it's me all the time, and then you start thinking, well, maybe they don't really want to help me. They're not going to help me, you know. And yes, that's true in a lot of facts, but there are a lot of folks like yourself, Mark, there, and I try to myself, and, you know, I know John, he's just getting into it, and he's already giving back. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Just ask. That's the main thing. Just ask.
And see, that's that. You know, we like seeing other people succeed, because we're not them people that, you know how them people are, that they like you to get by, but just not by them. And as soon as they realize you're making more money than them, you don't have them as friends anymore. We lost a lot of friends.
Yep, I just said that.
All of a sudden we're making more money than them, and they are, and we're not in debt like they are.
Yep.
That was a big thing right there. We didn't have all these payments, and we would buy something that they couldn't afford, but we wouldn't have any payments on it. And we did that quite a bit.
I learned my lesson. Don't tell other people what you make. I learned my lesson. I know you want to, because you're finally there, but for me, I think it's better that they still think that you're not doing as well, and let them, because you know where you are.
Right. But people know it. You don't have to tell them; they know it, because your confidence level starts climbing all the time. The more the more you get comfortable in your own skin, I guess, is what I'm looking at. The more confidence you have.
Yeah.
And once you hit a certain level, and you're not taking shit from nobody, because you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And that offends a lot of people, because they want to be superior to you. And then when they find out that nobody's superior, then you're fine.
What I like is I have some customers who have like these $1 million homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they can't understand why you don't care what they think. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, it's because I might not be making as much as you, but I guarantee you I'm making enough, and maybe one day more than you. But I know I've earned every bit of what I've made, a lot more than what you have. And quite frankly, I really don't care. I'm glad and I'm happy for you. But as you notice, I'm not the peasant that you think I am. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I've had a lot of situations where I've been looked down to, like I was just literally literally had one guy say, was it? I can't remember what he said. He said something to me like, I don't care. I don't care how much time you took to pull those weeds out. You're just a garden guy. I'm not paying you for that. You know what I mean? I said,
but see, and then the other turn, we were working for a millionaire. His house was worth multi-million dollars. You know, he had his own peninsula, his own boat harbor. The guy is worth a lot of money. They make millions of dollars every year. When Vicky and myself were out in the yard, he'd wave to me and go over talk to Vicky first before he'd come talk to me. And then he'd come talk to me. And then Vicky would end up coming. But he was always nice. You know, he was always nice, asking us if we could do something else. Or, you know, he was always pleasant to us. Everybody says they hated him. Well, I tell you what, hell of a nice guy. Super nice. They were happy with what we were doing, but they were also getting what their money's worth too. You know, we did the little extra things, a little extra here, a little extra there, move stuff here, move stuff there, you know, and you know, move some rocks around because that one didn't look right. He noticed that.
They're the ones who work hard for their money. Yeah.
You know, and most of the time when you're doing that, that's where the Fred Factor book comes in. Do that one step extra than they expect. Do more than they expect. And it's once you do more than they expect, their respect level for you goes higher. Because if you're taking shortcuts and cheating them, or they feel like they're cheated, their respect level gets lower for you. And that's what we have to battle all the time, because there's a stigmatism of what we are, because the people don't know what we do. They just see lawn care people. That's all they see until they get to know what the lawn care company is actually doing. Because I don't know how your area is, but this area, I know I've said it before, everybody's top notch. There is nobody doing any bad work anywhere out there. It's all good. They don't have the best equipment, but it doesn't matter. They're still doing the same quality work as everybody else. You know, the only ones that struggle is the brand new one, but they're still learning. And by the end of the summer, they've got it right too, because they want to be like everybody else. You know, that high quality of work. Because they understand there's no competition between lawn care companies, just competition and quality. You know, that's all we have. And in some yards we have next to other lawn care companies. And them yards are the best ones on the block because we're always trying to outdo each other. Always the best.
I got the same thing going on. Yep.
Well, it's fun.
We got a striping competition with this guy. He does. Well, we don't have stripers. Neither one of us have stripers. But you're talking about the lines the mower makes. If you cut it in the right way without, not going halfway across the yard like you're a freaking auto mower, you know what I mean? You're going like,
well, and then and me and my buddy had a yard next to each other, so we would try to match the lines up.
That's what we do, yeah.
Yards. It's fun doing stuff like that, and it don't take any extra time. You still do it at the same time. It's just something different.
Bowman brought up a good point here. He said, make sure you don't get taken advantage of. That was one thing that in my very beginning, when I got started, I had one customer. He definitely took advantage of me being new and wanting to get going. He knew I wanted to get started. He knew I was really trying to do it. He took absolute advantage of it. Didn't value my time, just picked on all kinds of different little shit. And he pissed me off. That's a big thing, especially if you're new, people will absolutely take advantage of it.
That's the hard part, is because you're struggling out there. You're hungry. You want anything and everything. And it's very hard to stand up for what you feel or what you believe you're worth. Because if a person doesn't believe you're worth that much that you're charging or you're quoting them, walk away. Mm-hmm. Because it will never be good enough. Whatever you do will never be good enough if they talk you down on the price.
So, yeah, Mike's got a good point there. Yeah, it's exactly how sometimes they think of you. It's just that kid in the neighborhood that's cutting the grass with a lawnmower, and that's all it is.
That's exactly right.
There's several guys out there right now in their 80s still mowing, and they're still smiling because they're still out mowing. They never quit. They just got different equipment.
Was that an upscale lawn? That guy, he looks like he's kind of up there a little bit.
Upscale lawn. Johnny?
No. Upscale lawns. Forgot his name.
I think his name is Johnny.
Is his name Johnny?
Upscale Monroe.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, he's like one of the older fellows that I know on the YouTube that's doing it.
Yeah, he's in Louisiana or wherever he is. He looks like he's about 6'4" because he don't fit on nothing.
He does look pretty tall.
He's tall.
Yeah, he's tall. He
He's
looks like
really
about 6'4" or 6'6". Yeah, skinny guy.
Yeah, he's one of the. I think he's the oldest guy that I know on YouTube doing it right now.
Yeah,
I
don't know
shouldn't
how
say that.
old
I'm
he is.
sorry, but you know what I mean. He's not a young chicken, okay? But
Yeah, but I presumed he was around our age, or around Vicky's my age, is what I presume, because that's what he looks like. So,
yeah,
but the yards that he's in, though, oh my goodness, he's getting some beautiful yards that he does.
he does. He's got some nice.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Sorry.
And his yards after he's done, they all look. I mean, they're perfect. There's no way
Yeah,
around.
he has really good yards. He actually, so I learned.
Jason said, yeah.
I started doing the 12-month contract thing. I learned that from him. He did that, last season I was watching. He offers 12-month contracts to his customers where, all 12 months he's still getting paid, but he's always doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I got that from him, and I'm offering it this year, and my customers seem to really love that aspect. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good thing. I learned that
It
from
will
him.
be. It's if you have that opportunity to do something once a month, even though you're there, and maintain it, and have them just make a monthly payment for the whole year. That's just great.
Billy Goat, I see you down there. I'm gonna bring you up in just one sec, bro. Minnesota Lawn's got a good point about the piece of advice. If you quote low and you're getting all of it, you need to raise your bid. See, I did the exact opposite. I had too high and I wasn't getting anything as I was trying to learn that threshold of what do people actually pay in this area.
Well, see, and that's where a lot of us lawn care people in our area, when they see a new company show up, everybody goes and makes a friend with them right away to make sure they're getting paid enough. That's the whole thing, is making sure they're charging enough. And we tell them there's enough work to go around. Whatever you want, we'll fill you up in a month. We'll get everybody you need in a month. Just let me know. Give me some cards. I'll pass them all to my buddies. We'll help you out because we're maxed out. We can't take any more. We'll take the one or two. That's it.
That's like this guy here. That's how I met him. I was trying to steal his lawnmowers one day.
How's it going, Billy Goat?
Hey, what's up?
What's your actual name?
My actual name?
Yep.
Billy Goat. No, it's Bill. Bill Rand.
Bill. Okay, I'll remember that. Billy Goat. Bill. I remember it.
Yeah, it's with an S on the end for special.
Yeah. Okay. Bills, he said.
Hey, Tom Blizzard, you started at 48. Last year, I started at 45. A couple years ago. 46, 47. 47, I guess.
See, Miss
I
Vicky
somewhere around in there.
said this earlier, where you guys raised the price if you didn't really want it and still got it. I've done that too. I raise if it's a property I don't want that I consider, a shit property or whatever. I raise it so damn high to the point where it's like I'm either gonna get paid really good to do this, or you're not gonna do it at all. But
I know.
And I still get it. I'm like, I didn't want it to begin with.
Yeah, I know.
I call them shit yards too. You should probably call them shit yards.
Yeah, that's what I call them. I just call it like it is. They're shit.
They
yards.
are. And then you beat your mower up cutting the grass there. So it's like,
Yep.
Dude, this isn't. When I first got started, it seems like that's all that I ever got. It was all the shit yards. It was like,
Oh yeah, we all do.
Yeah, it was. You get there, it's almost like you got tricked. It's like, can you come cut my grass? No. Can you come cut my minefield? That's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, some of them yards end up turning out really nice once you spend some time on them.
That is true. The more you cut it, the more you upkeep it.
It gets looking better because you know what needs to be done with it. So you start doing it. You just automatically do it to help the grass along.
Yeah. Yep.
Because some yards you never want to bag ever because you want to put it back into the yard.
Neighborhood. I got all the shit yards.
I did last year too.
We and even today we all got a couple of them.
Oh yeah.
A handful of them.
I'll be starting off the season with quite a few hit yards too.
Some of them crappy yards are always paying on time, never late for nothing, and always pleasant to you. And there's nothing in the way. They just got crappy yards. There's nothing you can do about it.
I got the exact opposite. I got the crappy yard, and they don't want to pay, and there's dog shit everywhere. And I had to drop a few last year.
Oh yeah, yeah. If there's dog crap everywhere, yeah, we're done. We're not doing it.
I hate that.
I am not hitting that first thing in the morning because sooner or later you're going to have to hit that one first thing in the morning. Then you got to smell that shit all day long. Sorry,
Yeah.
smell that odor all day long.
Yeah.
Well, you're in a hurry. You
It's
gotta
not like
go.
it is, it's shit.
Like, you put it on the trailer, and it's like, I'll deal with it later. And when it's hot, 100 degrees, and you go open up your trailer. Well, it wasn't so bad with the open trailer, but when I moved to the enclosed trailer, oh my God! Oh, I was like, no.
Yeah, we don't have an enclosed trailer because of that.
Yeah. There's a
There's one
benefit.
yard left. Yeah, I know.
Do you charge extra for yards that are like that?
We try to.
I do. Yeah.
Is it usually what, $5 or $10 more, or what?
For me, it is. That's about what I charge.
It depends on the size of the yard and what kind of crap you're dealing with.
Do you try to clean it up, or do you just run over it, basically?
Run over it.
I run over it, and then I charge them to clean off my mowers and equipment.
Well, there was one yard I used their hose and clean off my mower right there in their yard.
Yeah. Memo said poop oven. Yeah.
Poop oven, yeah.
And I couldn't get that. I was like, what's he saying? I was like, oh yeah, it's a poop oven. Yeah.
That's a poop oven.
I'm playing.
When I try to miss it. I try to like miss it as much as I possibly can.
Some yards, it seems like you hit every single one.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I try to at least get it with my blades, but I hate it when it gets stuck in the tread of my rear tires, and then it's real hard to wash off. And anytime you wash it off, it's.
The worst is when you hit it with the trimmer.
Oh yeah, I hate that. That got me a couple of times last year.
That's why
I hit a whole pile of cat crap.
I literally started wearing a chainsaw helmet with a mesh guard in the front because I got tired of stuff hitting me in the face, and people were like, "Why are you?" I know some people were walking by going, "Look at this idiot! He's got a chainsaw helmet to trim the yard." I'm like, one, it keeps the poop from hitting me in the head, and the other one's I'm stupid because I'm looking down all the time. You don't know how many times I beat my head into these low-lying trees and stuff.
I hit your ball right here.
I hit you right here. I hit right smack in the top on you, what you call this part of your head right here, on branches. And when it hits you, it just goes right through your body. You just, oh.
Yeah.
So you're a little shorter than I am because I was catching right here.
Yeah. I got the trees that are just a little bit, not good enough. They're just perfect to hit you.
Vicky's right about that. I do make her leave the shoes in the backyard. She always walks in it. Oh, there'll be one pile in the whole yard, and she'll walk through it every single time.
I did that once.
I just laugh at her all summer because I make her take her shoes off.
I did that once last year. I stepped in a big pile of crap, and I didn't know I stepped in it. So we get done. It was our last property of the day. My wife was with me that day. We were going to go get someplace to eat for dinner, and we were like, "Yeah, we'll go out." While we're already here in Springfield, the big city up here, it's got everywhere to eat. We were like, "Yeah, let's stop and get something to eat." So we stopped. Luckily, we were going to eat in the truck. Well, while I was sitting in the parking lot, I looked at my wife. I'm like, "Do you smell it?" She's like, "Yeah, it smells bad." I'm like, "Yeah, something smells like shit." I turn and look at my foot, and there's just big wad of crap on there. I could take my shoes off and throw them out the window over in the bed of the truck. I'm like, that's where they're going to stay until we get home.
Well, what happens? It gets stuck between
you're
the
right.
wheels.
You're right, Jason. We're talking shit now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
David, I've gotten it a couple of times too.
I hit a pile of cat crap last year. It was all soggy.
Oh.
Foot to the face. It got all my clothes, and my end of the stick. We finished up the yard. I had to go home and change my clothes because I couldn't stand the smell of myself.
I would take dog poop and cat poop any day. Oh my God. That stuff doesn't come off you for days.
No, it doesn't.
There's something in it. I don't know what it is. It's like they put that pheromone in it, so they.
Well, see, we have when we come home, we go through the garage. We have a laundry basket sitting in the garage, and we just strip all our clothes off and throw them in there. They don't even come in the house with us. Very rarely. They'll come in the house with us at lunchtime, but as soon as we're done working, they just go off and go in the basket. Just to change your clothes, even. But I try to jump in the shop. Well, actually, Vicky gets supper started and everything. I'm doing the maintenance on stuff, and then usually. She gets her shower when it's cooking, and then as soon as I'm done with my stuff, I jump in the shower, and I'm usually ready afterwards.
I tell you what works good on cleaning up dog poop if you just you're pissed off at the customer and you don't feel like picking it up. I take my leaf blower and go around the yard where I know the dog poops a lot, and I get the air up under it and just flying patterns. off to the side, into the flower beds or into the bushes. I get them away from me. You get enough air under them, they start going like this. Woo! They're gone.
Oh yeah.
Well, not to change subject or anything here for just a few minutes. We're gonna change up just a little bit. We're gonna finally do the giveaway right now.
How about her?
Yep.
All right. So let me do this screen share. Everybody has to hit that like button real quick and we'll jump into it. While you're waiting for me to get it ready, go ahead and hit that like button.
Anybody on the panel is not allowed to win. So
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I don't even know what you're giving away.
I think your name was on there once. Let's see.
Giving away a vacation to Cancun, Mexico.
So the giveaway, first place is a $50 prize. Second place is a $20 prize, and third place is a sticker and a love letter from me. Hang on, let me go back. I'm being so serious about that love letter. So, anyways, let me make sure. Did I do that right? Is it showing up on my phone? Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. So by $50 value, I mean you can win a gift card. You can win a line of trimmer roll. A line of trimmer roll. A roll of trimmer line. You know, anything up to a $50 value. A gift card would obviously be the easiest one for me to send you, but it's your choice. Same thing for the second place, $20 gift card to wherever. You can buy a small roll of trimmer line. Oops, just randomly spend it. Don't pretend like that didn't really happen right there. That was not supposed to be it. Clear. Don't look. Sorry.
don't look.
You got to shuffle it first. So, all right, that was just a test run, guys. I didn't mean to accidentally tap the screen. All right.
Hey, a door prize.
So, Bowman, Drews, you're on there. So, anyways, you guys can read right here. You can see all the names on there. Some guys are on there, up to, I think, 5 times people had a chance. So, just wanted to show you guys. There's a lot of guys. There's 92 different entries, and you guys can try to find your name on there. So, anyways, in third place, I have a sticker. I'll send you a John's Daily Hustle sticker, or if you would prefer, I can give you a, some kind of equipment sticker. It could be Toro sticker or Exmark sticker. And you can substitute first and second place. If whoever wins those, you guys can substitute whatever you want. Would you prefer a sticker and a hat, maybe a shirt and a hat, whatever you guys want? Just let me know. I'll pick the winners and I'll probably get a hold of you and we'll figure out a way to get in touch on shipping and whatever it is you want, and we'll figure out what's fair. Obviously, if you win second place, a $20 prize, I can't give you a $50 value, if that makes sense. So I got to try and do what's fair. So just so you guys know that this isn't rigged, I'm going to hit the shuffle button. You guys can see here a couple of different times. I'll give you all a few minutes. You can try to find your names on there. It's very small and very hard, I know, and I do apologize. So who is ready to win? Who's ready for me to spin this bad boy? All right, ready? All right, so here is third place prize right here. Sticker and a love letter. Let's see who wins.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Robert Martin again, 27. So he is one of my original subscribers. He subscribed to me back when I was into cars and stuff. So
Congratulations.
Robert, there you go. Here, I didn't see your comment, but you will get a sticker and a love letter from yours truly. All right, now I'm going to remove him so he doesn't possibly win the next one. So now there should be, there's only 91 entries. All right, so here is second place prize.
That's pretty neat. How you did that?
Oh, that was close, Sean. Lawn Kings Landscaping wins second place. Congratulations, Lawn Kings. Let me get you wrote down here.
That's pretty neat. How you doing that? That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It took me a while to try it. There was a couple of them. I actually had to type in everybody's name by hand, so that took quite a while. There was a couple of them that do it automatically, but I didn't like it because everybody doesn't get to see their name, so it kind of looked, I don't know.
Is that on the YouTube studio?
Nope, this is on wheelofnames.com. Random name picker.
Yeah, there's a couple of out there. You find out which one you like the best, and that's the one everybody uses. If you don't like it, you don't use it. That's just, it all works.
Right on, Lawn King. So you won your second place prize, $20 value. So I will get with you somehow, Long Kings. If you're on Instagram, Long Kings, message me on Instagram, or you might be able to find I didn't put my email address in the description here. I'll put my email address up right after I pick this next winner, and you can probably email me on that. All right, so here we go. Here is the granddaddy prize. Here, you guys ready for this? Let's see. So there's 88 entries. Again, some of you guys are on here up to, like I said, 5 times. So who knows who's going to win? Here, do you guys want me to shuffle it? Should I shuffle it? Yes or no? Should I shuffle it a couple more times, or?
Yeah, shuffle it.
Yeah, shuffle.
Shuffle it is. There we go. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck to y'all. John's Daily Hustle. Oh, that was close. Congratulations, Memo. I know I've seen you on here too.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. There's our winner.
I think the number one winner should still get a love letter.
Yep. Now you got love letters.
I'll send everybody a love letter that won.
There you go. They don't want to feel left out. No.
All right. Well, congratulations, you guys.
Yeah, congratulations. That's pretty cool.
So that was exciting. All right, so let me put let's see, Memo, Long Kings, and I know Robert Martin isn't on here. So Memo and Long Kings are good. Third place prize winner, I might have to redraw in 48 hours if he doesn't get with me. I'll see if I can figure out how to get with him. But anyways, Memo and Long Kings, what's going to be the easiest way to get in touch with y'all? Email or y'all on Instagram? Instagram would be easiest for me. But just let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure I do what I got to do.
Is Instagram a Facebook thing?
Yeah.
I don't have it. Gotta look into that.
Money Mike, I'm going to give all winners. Everybody that won is going to get a nice little love letter from me. If you won, Mike, I'd send you a love picture too, but you know.
Oh, boy. Well, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Anticipation. Cool. Waiting up for the final moment. Got the. What's that say? Oh.
Congrats to all winners. Memo. Oh, there we go. Let me write that down. I'm going to email you. Congratulations, everyone.
Awesome.
Memo, what are you going to buy me with your $50 gift card or whatever you get? At gmail.com. All right, Memo, I got you, Memo. How about you, Long Kings Landscaping? What's the easiest way to get in contact with you? Oh, you just got me on Instagram. All right, I got you. I will get with you in just a little bit. And then I'll try to get with third place prize. If I can't get in touch with him, I'd say in 48 hours, I'm going to draw third place again.
Oh, now we got the stipulations kicking in.
Yeah.
I kept waiting all day for it. He is one of my subscribers, so I might give him
a present to win.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing is you don't want to be chasing people. You got other things
exactly
to worry about.
Oh, that's pretty cool. How many yeah. Where are you at now with the subscribers now? You have to 1.5 million?
Yeah, I wish. If I was up to 1.5 million, I'd be giving out a 0-turn lawnmower right now. I'm up to
1.5 million is going to take you a couple of years yet.
Yeah, a couple of years, like a lifetime probably.
All you need to do is get some long blonde hair. You know, get yourself a nice outfit and go cut the grass.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean, you almost won it, Sean. You missed it by just a hairline right there. You almost got it.
Oh, boy.
First time he's won anything in his life. Well, congratulations. I'm glad I could be your first time winner provider, whatever you want to call it. You won the Granddaddy prize too, Nemo. That was a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, man, that little Wheel of Fame thing, that was really nice. I really like it. It was definitely a lot of work trying to type in everybody's names on there. I got lazy, so I started abbreviating people's names. Like Carlo, I put you as just Carlo, because you're the only one I know named Carlo, and I was abbreviating people's names.
We're very few select people. Us Carlos.
Yeah, I don't know anybody else named Carlo. Sean from Minnesota Lawn and Landscape. I got tired of typing Minnesota Lawn and Landscape, so I would just put Minnesota, or I put Minnesota ... Stuff like that.
Well, that works.
Yeah.
Just like like everything else, after a while you go, I didn't realize it was going to be this much work.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of fun, though. I like doing that.
Well, you have to figure something out before the next drawing, because if you had a couple hundred people, that would take a while.
Yeah, I was really surprised a lot of people caught. Throughout my videos of like 2 weeks ago, last 2 weeks, I was putting like hidden stuff in there, like hidden secrets on how to enter and stuff like that. Like you actually had to watch the video to catch it. And I was really surprised a lot of people actually did. So one of the videos, instead of me putting letters in there, I did the voice recording as the enter, because I was afraid people were just scrolling through it and saying the words. So I put the voice in it, so you actually had to watch it. And people actually caught it too. I was pretty impressed.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't remember that one. I don't think I caught that one. Which one was that?
It was the snow. The second snow plowing I did. If you look at the thumbnail, it's got
light fluffy snow.
Yeah, it's the one I said that like a dozen times on it.
Okay, yeah, light fluffy snow. Okay, I got that one.
Yeah.
You see how on one of them I put the answer down, but I kind of like messed it up a bunch. So if somebody was reading it, they'd have to like, what the fuck did he say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I first got on, and I'm like, why does everybody keep saying that? That doesn't make any sense. So I watched the whole. I'm like, oh, now I get it.
Yeah, now you get it. Yeah.
I did cheat a little bit, but I did go back and watch it. But you know what though? That got me to watch it like 3 or 4 times. I was getting tired of looking at your face. I'm like, son of a bitch, go back.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. People were going to get pissed at it because it's like I'm trying to push people to watch my video all the way through.
But that helps.
That helps the analytics to do, but. I don't know. You want to win. You want to win something. You got to do it.
It was actually fun. It was a fun little thing to do. Actually,
yeah. I'm thinking about trying to do it, and just from now on, just posting random shit throughout videos, just to entertain people. But I don't know how to do it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I might just continue on what I'm doing.
See, that's why our mowing videos, we're mowing and talking in between, because it breaks it up a little bit, and then our mowing videos are going to be a lot different this year. I'm just not sure which direction I'm going to go with them. Because because the way I'm editing stuff, it's going to probably be a couple days to shoot a video again. Because that's what's taking me all the time, is a couple days to shoot it and edit it. Because I edit it, and then I go shoot something else, and then I edit that and put it in. And
that's what happened to me. I was editing one and I was shooting more stuff, and then I got all this archives of crap. And then what's happening was my phone memory was getting so full that I couldn't. I had to delete some stuff, and then it's like, damn it, I don't want to lose it because I didn't get a chance to transfer it to the cloud or whatever.
Yeah.
And the way I have the app doesn't allow you to take it once you delete the original content. I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah.
That's the same way mine is. If I accidentally delete the content on my phone, it deletes it from there. And that pisses me off. I'll have a whole video edited, and I'll accidentally delete one video, and it just messes up the entire video. I'm like, oh, I got to go record that again.
Yeah, I'm starting to bring out some old stuff now because I said, you know what, I'm tired of. And I got a new series coming. Remember I was telling you about I was going to make a whole new channel, but I'm just going to do a series with the finding stuff. So I've been putting little hints in some of my videos, like sneak peek, and I was putting little arrows to what it is. And I finally learned how to do the it's coming. You know what I mean? The come on, dead air here, Carlo. The let you know that it's coming. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the spoiler, the teaser?
No, like it's coming live or whatever, but I'm not going to do it live. Like, I don't know, to let you know that the
premiere.
The premiere. I finally learned how to do it after going through it 100 times.
Yeah, those are cool. JP, to answer your question, I've already got it recorded. I just got to take the time to edit it. I don't think I'll have time today. I'm hoping to edit tomorrow, but we'll see. And I think Wednesday, it'll be up Wednesday. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be the last of my snow. Like all it is just salting, a little time lapse with music over it. Most people probably won't watch it. But Wednesday, I do believe you guys will see my 2021 setup, at least part one of my phase one of my 2021 setup, I should say.
Phase one.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's a different tax bracket. He's got phases of his lawn care setup.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. I'm not I'm not up there on the tax bracket. That's why I've got to start basic here.
That's why he can give away all this money now.
You know, I've got a
Yeah.
oh shit, yeah. I've got a big goal here that I'm wanting to hit with all my stuff, but I think I'm being a little too ambitious in the beginning of shit that I'm wanting to buy. So I'm trying to ease up and do the bare minimum that I need until it comes to a point where, okay, I've got the money. I would absolutely benefit from it. You know, I'm doing that. What is it?
Yep.
Isn't it Dave Ramsey that said if you really want something, wait 2 weeks to see how you really feel about it? I think. So I'm kind of doing that, I guess you can say. So there's a lot of stuff I'm wanting to buy. I've got everything I want to buy this year wrote down. Everything from my business to my personal, just you know, motorcycles and stuff like that. I've got everything wrote down, and I've got it kind of prioritized. And I'm just trying to hold off on buying it as long as I can until I absolutely need it.
See, I haven't, or I never have that problem making a decision because every time I want something, I always have to wait anyhow. I always have to order it, or I always have to, you know, I always have to order it, always.
Yep.
Whatever I want, I have to order every single freaking time. And it gets irritating. So it works, you know, but.
I feel like by the time I do my 2021 setup, everybody else is going to be done with it. No one's going to care anymore.
Do it anyways, man. I think I uploaded my 2020 setup at the end of last year, and it's one of my better videos that got most views. That was back before I really knew anybody.
I still haven't organized my trailer yet. The way, because when I got it, it came with a I bought it used. It was barely used. And it came with one of those Harbor Freight mechanic tool chests in the front.
Mm-hmm.
So it already had a shelf system, sort of. And I just been using that. And then I was like, every day I want to rip it out of there, but it's like, if I rip it out of there, what am I going to replace it with? I don't have time to build the shelves and this and that. And, but then what was it? I didn't feel like going out and buying those hangers for the sides, the walls and everything for the weed whackers. Mm-hmm. I said, you know what? My trailer is 7 foot tall. I think I can stand my trimmers up. So I just found some forks like this and I put them up against the wall.
A lot of people are doing that.
I tell you what, that's so much better. I don't even have to walk into my trailer. I just open the door, grab the bottom of the shaft, and pick up and get out. I don't even have to get into my trailer. That's what I like about that. It's unique. I don't think anybody's really utilizing that factor. You don't even have to walk into your trailer. You can just reach in, grab, pop it, and go. You know?
Yep.
They should make a professional locking system that has that on there. You can just like, great. I just gave somebody $1 million idea. Damn it again.
Yeah.
How long have we been in business collectively together? I've been 10 years-ish.
I've been 1 full year actually doing this as a business, I guess you can say. I mean, I have other years of experience, but not running a business. So I'm only 1 year, I guess.
Legally?
8 for me.
8 for you? Okay.
I'd say legally, as an LLC, it'll be 10 years this year because 2011 November was when I started my business, because that's when I left the car dealership, and actually it was a little bit before that, but I left in May of that following year, or that year. Mm-hmm. And then by November I went ahead and LLC'd myself, and then but I was starting off in the handyman and stuff, and just doing lawn care like it was just like a 1, 2, 3 side job, and then I'd say really almost 8 years now I've been straight into it almost the same time, yeah. And for this last 5 years, I've been 100% into lawn care. And last year was the first year where I was 100% absolutely no handyman. It was last year. It was the first year.
So we've got 29 years collectively up here on the panel of experience, plus all the guys in the comments right now, Mamo. And you've got a lot of people experience right now. You can ask just about any question you want if you're new, and I promise you it'll get answered.
Oh, yes, it will. And if we can't answer it, there's someone in the chat that can answer it every single time.
There's probably over 100 years of experience right now if you add
well over.
Well over.
Yeah, you have a lot of experience. Every one of these chats, there's a lot of people with experience there. So any question can be solved or answered, I guess, one way or another.
I'm still asking questions. I don't know.
Still learning.
Yeah, I'm still learning. A lot of
You know,
stuff I
Mark,
started.
you were talking about books earlier. I don't read. I'm not a reader by any means. I could probably read on like a third grade level, to be honest. But
I
that was
can't
one
read.
thing I'm looking to do more this year is pick up books to help me more for my business wise. You know, like just how to run it and stuff like what you just mentioned about the Fred factor. I've got it wrote down. And, you know, just
Another one
related. You know, I just want to learn as much as I possibly can.
Another book, a great book, is Personality Plus by Florence Littauer.
I've heard about that one.
That list of 4 personalities, you'll find your personality. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's a tougher read for us people that don't have an attention span, but you could jump around in the book a little bit. But the biggest thing is learning the 4 personalities and what sets them off, what makes them happy is, you know, or why they are the way they are. And that way you could deal with these people because you're going to run into these people all the time.
It's funny. I did that. I did that personality test, and it hit right on with what I actually am and what I like. What makes me, you know, jump, and you know what makes me, you know, why do I work hard, stuff like that. Like they hit it nail on. I thought it was pretty weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
It's, you know, because all them books are, you know, they help you in business. Yeah, everybody says, oh, it's a self-help book. I don't want to read that. Well, you kind of got to read stuff to learn stuff. You know, if you got to, you know, you can't go to YouTube for everything. Sooner or later, you have to think for yourself. So.
Yep.
Hey, Mark, when did you start actually getting into the YouTube, you know, as far as the mowing, you know, community?
3 years ago, I think, something like that. Somewhere around in there.
Because I started maybe like 2015 is when I started watching YouTube videos. Just trying to learn how to, you know, the typical what do you charge, you know, those kind of things. Should you weed eat first? Should you mow first? You know, everybody gives you all these different answers, and you know, you just have to, you know, make the judgment call yourself and what you feel, you know. Because some yards I do mow first, and there's some yards I trim first.
I was just gonna say that, yeah. There's some yards where you don't do. Yeah.
Well, see, in certain times of the year, because the grass is so wet from the dew, we mow the yard first before we trim it because it gets all the grass or all the dew off the grass, so we don't get as wet. Because if you're out there trimming and walking through that, your pants are getting wet, and even if you have waterproof shoes on, your pants are getting soaking wet. By the time you're done, about 9 or 10 or about 10 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock in the morning, you're soaked all the way to your knees.
Yeah.
And you're just miserable.
Yep.
In those type of yards, do you double or triple cut or bag those type of yards?
I bag. I don't double cut nothing. I bag. It's faster for me to bag because I'm so close to my dump spot.
Yeah.
And I can bag usually 2 full yards before I have to go dump. So that's just what I do. It's whatever's fastest for me to do things. That's the way I do it.
Yeah. You have that clamshell bagger, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, he's got.
I don't even. I very rarely even dump on a trailer anymore because you know, it depends on what's going on or what I'm doing. Like in the spring, though, when we're doing thatching, yeah, that thing's getting filled up.
Yeah, Bill, you got to see his bagging system. It's huge.
Mark, didn't you start with the DR leaf bit vacuum?
Yeah, I use that for. Geez, I don't know how many years I use that thing.
I think that's how I found your channel. I think I found your channel long before that because not recently, right after I started getting on your lives, I went back and I like looked on your channel and I seen that I had already watched that. I'm like, oh, no, I could put that DR, you know, in my head. I picture you with that now. And I'm like, damn, I didn't realize I'd already found him before because of that.
Yeah, I the last year I used it, I had the accelerator on my mower and you know, the blower itself going in the DR. But the problem is the DR couldn't get rid of the grass clippings fast enough as I was pushing it through because it was spinning more RPMs than a DR was. So I kept plugging it up.
What horsepower was the DR?
DR is what the heck is it? About 13 horse or something like that.
Yeah, 13 one too. Yeah.
But see, the problem with the DR is the discharge.
What size?
Small.
How big was it? You know,
it was like a 4-inch discharge.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Yeah, it should have been 6-inch.
I run the cyclone rake. It's only a 5 horsepower motor, but it's a 7-inch hose, and
Yeah.
it does great with wet leaves. It does great with wet leaves and thatch. I've used it for dethatching, but I haven't used it for actually cutting grass. I meant to say dry leaves. If I just said wet leaves, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say
Yeah.
it does not do good at all with wet leaves.
Yeah.
See, I was doing fine. It just that it could not get rid of the clippings fast enough. I think it was working fine. It was just that it was so much volume of leaves, clippings going through that discharge. It just wasn't, the opening wasn't big enough. Plus it made a 90-degree turn. So,
Carlo, don't you have a cycling rake?
I had one. I still have the engine sitting on the side here. I used like I said, it was too much material to take with me, so I just stopped using it altogether.
What horsepower was it?
I think it was the 5 horsepower one. It was the standard one. Yeah,
I was throwing around the idea, so I want to get one of those baggers like Mark has for my mower, but it's an expense. That's part of one of the things I want to buy, but I don't want to buy it just yet. I have the cyclone rake, but I was thinking about upgrading the motor on it and possibly going. So it's a 7-inch hose. They make a 10-inch hose for it. I was going to go
stay 7.
Stay 7. Okay.
Stay 7.
How come?
As soon as you get above 7, you're going to start plugging.
Okay.
Because you're going to have the volume of air, but you need the CFM closed down to push that stuff through there.
So if I stay 7, what would you think if I upgraded from a 5 horsepower motor to a bigger motor anyways?
Stay 7. You're just going to get through it faster.
Okay. Do you think that the upgrading would be worth it, or should I just stay with what I've got?
Stay with what you got for now. Yeah. Because between now and the next 2 years, because you've been in business 1 year.
Yep.
In 2 years' time, your business is going to be completely different than it is now in 2 years.
Yep.
Completely.
You're going to find yourself not using it as much, I think, because you're going to come up with different techniques to get stuff. That's what happened to me. I started off with
that DR. It was a great machine. It worked great. It did a wonderful job. It did everything it was supposed to do. It did more than what I expected it to.
Yeah.
But as soon as I bought that Gravely with that Protero bagger, the DR was done.
Yeah. See, I like the cyclone rake. I got a love-hate relationship with it. I like the cyclone rake, but at the same time, I absolutely hate it. My setup, so I've only got a 12-foot trailer. It does not fit connected to my mower on my trailer. So I have to disconnect it from the mower, and then I've got to muscle it around to get it to fit on the trailer. So then there's that part of it, as well as the hoses I've got to put in the bed of the truck. Then there's that part. And then there's the dumping side of it. As I'm sure you guys know, those leaves, when it fills up, it's freaking
heavy. And then the DR has a tendency, because it's canvas, so the sides stretch out. Well, now you get a big old ball, and it's all held in.
It's stuck in there, yep.
You can't get it out.
The same way, yep. I had to use my hand or like a rake or whatever to try and get it out.
I was in there.
I had a leaf blower in the hole to blow it out.
I had a farm jack and a shovel. I would be not a shovel, but like a claw rake in there just to scrape it down. Yeah. I put my back up more than once with that thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It makes me feel good. I was looking at, so like I said, I really want to get the bagging system for my mower. But like I had said, it's an expense. It's $2,500, $3,000 almost, whatever it is. I don't want to buy that just yet. As you guys know, I kind of started. So this is my second season in, but I kind of started over. So I'm kind of considering it my 1.5, 1.5 season, I guess you could say. So I don't want to make too much of expenses than what I really need to, as I try to do no overhead and stuff like that.
Right.
So
see, we're completely different than when we started. We have, it took us roughly about 10 years to figure out all equipment we need. Actually, it didn't take that long, but we knew what was not working. You get rid of the equipment that doesn't work, and you just keep getting until you get what you need. And then as soon as you get everything you need, you pretty much go, yeah, that's it. I don't need it anymore. So, because I'm not going to replace any of my mowers. I don't need to. Yeah. Because a commercial mower is a commercial mower. That thing's going to last you forever. All you got to do is replace parts. You don't need to buy a new mower all the time. You just need to buy the mower you just need the mower you need that fits you is the mower you need. Because if you use a John Deere riding tractor or small one and it fits you, that's the mower you need. You don't have to have the biggest and fastest zero turn. I don't have to have the biggest and fastest, the best leaf blower, the backpack leaf blower. That 800C is exactly what I want. I don't, it doesn't matter to me which one's better or worse. That's when it fits me.
Sure.
You know, and that we were going to get Vicky a bigger blower, but we didn't need it. That 200 fits, and then all summer long, I grab that 200 all the time because I just I just sling it over one shoulder and blow with it. So it weighs 12 pounds. It's got a lot of CFMs and nozzles 2 inches from the ground, so it works. Now Johnny from Upscale there, he's got real small backpack blowers because all he's doing is sidewalks. He very rarely has any cleanup stuff, so it's perfect for him. You don't need the biggest, baddest one out there.
Sure.
So,
do you run the high lift blades when you bag, or do you use like the gator blades?
Depends on the time of the year. In the spring, first thing, we're using gator blades because we're cleaning all the stuff up and dethatching and chopping up stuff a little easier. And then as soon as the dew hits, when the yards start really growing, I switch to the high lift blades because the gator blades keep the clippings of the deck too long. And because everything's so wet, I got to get rid of it as fast as possible.
People don't. I mean, as far as my experience is that when you bagging, you want to have high lifts.
Absolutely.
It'll pack the bag or a lot better than in trying to use mulching blades or even gator blades.
Yeah, well, see, I bag with all of them, but it's just what the grass does, the conditions. So,
with your powered bagger, can you actually bag with mulching blades?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
I was going to answer a question down there. I keep seeing it pop up. What's it? Jay wants to know where me and Billy are from. We're from, Maryland.
Maryland, yep.
You guys are both from Maryland?
We're from Glen Burnie.
Glen Burnie, hon.
Some people call it Glen Burnout. Or we call it Dirty Burnie.
Dirty Burnie. Yeah. I'm from both of them. I live between the two, Pasadena and Glen Burnie. But now I'm more of a Glen Burnie guy now, so I'm Bill's neighbor now.
That was downwind from Glen Burnie.
Well, we have a saying in our town, Alpina, you arrive on vacation, leave on probation.
I think me and Carla were talking the other day that, all these YouTube channels, they talk about, weekly, bi-weekly cuts and what they charge. And that doesn't apply where we live. We're just totally all over the place when it comes to, mowing in those kind of conditions, what we charge and the size of the property. And
everybody's different. Everybody's so different. That's why I keep saying I really love about this, YouTube community is everybody's got a different setup. Different mowers work for different people. What works for me, and I swear by, will not at all work for you guys. And that's just one thing I love. There's no cookie cutter way. It kind of makes it a pain in the butt when you're getting started because there's no cookie cutter way. There's no design says, oh, hey, here's a list of everything you need and you're going to do perfect.
Well, see, and that's Jason says there down in the comment there, says I always use the wavy style mulching blades. And that brought up a point of what happened last year because 2 years ago, I was using Gravely blades, which is the gull wing blades. They're kind of it's like a gull wing or whatever. And I used it on both mowers, but last year them blades sucked. So I used the ultra high lift blades, but it all depends on the year. Because last year we had a lot more rain. It was less dry. So everything was wet all the time. So, because this year, it may work fine. Next year it won't. It all depends on the year and how much moisture you're getting in your area. Because like us, we have a lot of sand. So the yards dry up fast in certain neighborhoods. Other neighborhoods, like the older neighborhoods, the topsoil is really deep because of the farm animals that used to be there. Because I could take you to one area that the topsoil is about 3 feet deep because that was stockyards at one time back in the 1800s. Because the railroad is right next to it. The railroad station is right next to it. And they would load up the cows and the horses and whatever all have you at them stockyards.
I bet they got nice grass.
Yeah, boy, it's beautiful grass. Beautiful grass.
They got that natural manure in the ground there.
And then I could take you some areas of town. You dig up 100-year-old sawdust because this is a logging community that we're in. That's why my family settled here is because my great grandfather was a lumber grader. Moved here from New York.
That's pretty
I
cool.
was going to say, Billy, did you know that our neighborhood where we're from, this used to be a sawmill?
Oh, really?
Yeah, my neighbor next door told me that's why everything's so the way our housings are spaced out evenly up here. This was made for the people that came back from the Korean War, all the veterans. This whole neighborhood was made for the Korean War veterans, and that's what it was for. This used to be a sawmill. That's why we got a lot of termite damage up here. He brought that up.
Yeah, I never knew that. No.
Yeah, I talked to my neighbor next door. He's been in this area forever. He was telling me all about it. Anyway, one time at band camp.
Yeah, one time at band camp. That's funny.
Yeah, landscape camp.
I am trying to find. Yeah, I'll never find it. You know how you look for stuff and you'll never find it. Never mind.
All the time. Lose my head if it wasn't connected to my neck.
Yeah, I hear you. I absolutely hear you. You know, what's really nice though is you look at some of these old pictures from your town. It's like, oh my gosh, how they lived and how they got around is just amazing compared to what we do now.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
little
an old
buggy trails going through the streets.
There's an old picture of one of the bridges in our neighborhoods. Not this neighborhood, but it's Pasadena, a little side over. It's called Stony Creek Bridge. It's like the one little bridge that connects the two neighborhoods together. Otherwise, you gotta drive all the way around the water because of the creeks.
Right.
And one of the McDonald's up there used to have a picture of when the McDonald's opened up and how small the bridge was. Oh man, it's great. It was like a little one-way pass bridge, and now it's a tube bridge, but still, it's just fascinating to see. You know.
Oh yeah.
What was back there in them times? Like there was one of those bridges where you had to wait for the other person to come across. You know.
Oh yeah. Well, see, there's a bridge that's being redone in our town right now, so that road is closed for a whole year, and that's one of the main cut through town to get around town. I remember the bridge being built when I was a kid. Oh, they're tearing it down and rebuilding because it's no longer safe anymore. It doesn't meet the specifications, you know, because it's too narrow and it doesn't separate the pedestrians from the traffic, and you know, it's just a dangerous bridge. But back then it was fine because nobody walks through there, but they added bike trails and stuff through the season or through the years, so it just changes.
I'll tell you what's weird about that bridge, because it's like an old area. I literally saw a ghost on that bridge one time, and I wasn't the only one who's seen it. And literally, there was a guy. It looked like he was all dressed in white, and he had a fishing net all around him, and looked like he was drunk and just like walking on the street. So I called the police and said, "Dude, there's this bum hanging on the bridge. He's going to fall over." And they're like, "You're the third person to say that." So come to find out, that was a ghost.
Oh yeah.
Because other people said something about it, and yeah, I found out some other people. When I said, yeah, I said, was he gray? And I was like, yeah, it looked like he was like fading in and out of like he wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird, but he had like a fish net all around him. Like he must have fell there or something and maybe died or something. Who knows?
Who knows? You know, because there was a restaurant here that burned down this past year. It was the John A. Lau Saloon. Yeah. It was made a lot of news reports because it was one of them haunted things. You know, doors would open and close. You know, the building's over 100 years old, so you know, all kinds of creepy things happen.
But they were saying, I forgot what it was. They were saying, I didn't realize this, but somebody else told me this, and they said that Maryland's one of the haunted states in the country.
Pretty sure there's a place in Maryland called Tiki Tomb that me and my friends used to go to a couple of years back. Well, a couple of years, this is a while ago back. I think it's in Maryland. It's either in Maryland or Lower Delaware, but it's called Tiki Tomb. You go there at midnight and you're supposed to, well, you have to jump over the fence to get in. It's like some kind of old graveyard that you go in, and there's a tomb that you're supposed to hear a stopwatch ticking if you lean up to it or something like that.
Okay.
We never made it in.
That's not me. I'm not going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a place out here. It's in Catonsville. It's like an old college, a creepy college they called it, and lot of stories over there, and that whole area is old. It's like one of the oldest places in the country, actually. It's like it was established like back in the 1600s or 1700s. I don't know.
Right.
But it's been there forever. And I shit you not, this one time story, we went over there. We were going to go to the college, and I was always chicken shit. I didn't want to go there. I said, "No, I'm not going. I'm not going." So we were in my car, and my car ran out of gas. I was like, "Shit, not back here? No way! There's no way I ran out of gas back here." And I'm on one of the crazy little bridges, and my buddy's like, "Oh, come on, that means we're going now." I'm like, "You're not getting out at this time, Carlo." I'm like, "No, I ran out of gas. That's a sign." Shit you not. My car had power, went up the hill with no gas.
I'll tell you what.
All of us were like, this didn't just happen. So we drifted down to the next gas station and got the hell, and never went back there. I was like, that ain't right, man.
Where's it at?
It's called it's in the Old Frederick Road area, Catonsville. It's called Creepy College, but apparently to get there you have to cross through a train tunnel to get there. It's still there's people there still watching. Apparently it was a psych ward. I think the people went crazy there or something. I don't know what happened. Bill probably knows about it.
There's a place I know up there. Again, I don't remember if it's in Maryland or Delaware or Pennsylvania. It's up there somewhere, but there's a place where you're supposed to be able to go. It's an old veteran, something to do with Army and people dying in the war and stuff. You're supposed to be able to go down this old dirt road, and if you turn your lights off, you're supposed to be able to see people like troops going across the road at night at a certain time of night or something like that. It's near some old graveyard that has to do with the war. I don't know exactly. You should be able to Google it and find it, but
I have to find. There's so much stuff around here like that. It's not even funny. I don't even know how we got on this topic. Oh, my dumb ass talking about the preview of the
you brought it up.
Sorry.
No, I don't care, man. Hey, that's what we're hearing.
Hey, you know what? Because not only that, if you look at all the comments, everybody's following along with us, and it all brings back memories of what happened in the past and things.
That's what it was.
We're pretty, we can't hang out in the woods with a bonfire anymore with everybody. So now we're hanging out online with everybody.
That's true.
And see, that's what I wanted. That's what I'm looking forward to this summer camping, just sitting around the fire at night, just sitting around the fire. That's it. When we lived out in the country and we had a travel trailer, Vicky would go out in the camper and take a nap in the middle of the day. Like 70, 75 degrees. It was comfortable out. It was nice, light breeze blowing, and she'd go out and, where's mom at? Oh, she's out in the camper taking a nap. And we left her go out there take a nap. It was, it's nice just to go take a nap.
Yeah.
And nobody bother you.
I love campfires, bonfires and stuff. I built a fire pit in our backyard, and I think we only used it twice. I use it more for burning stuff that I haul from customers than I do for our own recreational use.
I'm hoping we could get everything done this summer that I want to get done, because we're going to have our backyard is going to have there's not going to be much grass in it anymore by the time we're done, because I want to have Vicky wants we're going to build the back deck. We have to replace it because it's bad. We have to replace our front deck. It's bad. It's right at that time where we have to replace everything. But the patio part, or one section, I would like to get done with pavers or something with the fire pit in there. And Vicky wants a gazebo around it. So you're sitting in the gazebo with the fire pit.
That's nice.
So that's what she wants. That's what's going to happen. I'm just not sure if I can make it all happen this year. It's going to happen. I just don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, that's real nice.
I love bonfires. Fall time is my favorite season just for that. I love getting with a bunch of people during fall time, having a bonfire. I don't drink that whole much, but around bonfires, I love drinking some beers and just hanging out. I love it.
Right.
My problem is, I like the bonfire, then I start to drinking because I'm at the bonfire with my little fire pit, and then I start drinking too much, and I forget while I'm out there. I'm out there. Shit, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still out here making noise. Like a freaking Amazon music behind me, and I'm like, my neighbors must love me.
Yeah, Carl will be texting me at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Hey, come over, I'm having a bonfire. I'm like, 11 o'clock at night.
It's not for bed, man.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
I got no friends. I got Billy. That's about it. Maybe.
You know what's really bad is when I was plowing on a regular basis. If it's snowing out, we're texting each other 4 o'clock in the frickin' morning.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And where it's like, what's wrong with this picture?
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is, You get accustomed to it, and then you realize that's the only thing that's keeping you awake. Is them text, the text message going off keeps waking you up, so you know where you're at.
I can't stand the heat inside the truck when you're plowing. When you got the heat on, trying to keep warm.
That's why the windows go down.
You got to put the windows down. Then you jump out and you're freezing and hot and cold, and you're like you can't get regulated. You're all over. You feel like you're it's. And then I got vertigo one time doing steers. You know what that is when you start seeing things and it's going backwards on you.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just me, but no, I talked to a couple other plow guys and I said, yeah, that happens to you from going back and forth too much.
It does.
Your eyesight gets all messed up, and you're sitting still, seeing things moving.
Usually about 17 hours is when I was having the problems.
Wow.
I probably won't ever do that again. I was up all night long because you were talking. Somebody was talking about before about liability when you're snow plowing.
Yep.
Yeah, Johnny Moe was talking originally brought it up.
You are, if you're doing commercial lots, you're liable. There's a clause if you look at your contract. Usually, if you look at it, that's why they want you to have the liability insurance. They want you to have the $1 million umbrella insurance, and they want you to have. And a lot of people don't realize, and that's why I'm getting out of it, is you have to have commercial insurance tied in separately, and I don't have that, and I'm supposed to. But so if somebody were to fall, even though you put down the salt, the store could come after you first instead of coming after the store. Instead of the store saying, okay, well, hey, how did you fall? You fell in the salt? Well, the snowplow guy's responsible for that. That scared the shit out of me. So I was out there salt. The second I saw rain hit the ground, I was out there with salt.
See, that's what all my snow removal customers didn't have a choice because I was salting.
Yeah.
And if they didn't want me to salt, I was not doing their driveways and sidewalks because I would not.
And then take pictures of the salt. Take pictures of you with the salt. Take pictures of the salter. Take pictures of the bag. Take pictures of the
you have to do that because it was salt. There was salt everywhere. So, but I used the salt, sand, calcium chloride mixture, so it stuck around a long time. I didn't use just regular salt. What's that? A little more expensive.
I finally got that last year. They had it at Lowe's. It was a mixture. It's the first time I ever seen that. And I was like, what is this? This is pretty cool. It's got everything in it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's expensive. It's expensive, but it ends up being the same price. By the time you're done with the rock salt, because you use twice as much rock salt or 3 times as much. So it ends up being the same exact price. So
what I hate is
go ahead.
No, I was like, what I hate is you have to buy that not the salt, but what they call it, the chloride, whatever.
Calcium chloride, yeah.
Calcium chloride for the sidewalks. And a lot of people don't know that. You can't just throw rock salt on there because then when that sidewalk cracks up, you're responsible if they're smart enough.
When it pits, it'll pit the top of it. Yeah, that's regular rock salt does that.
So I get nervous even with my own customers. I don't even put rock salt, especially on brick steps and things like that. And steps, don't put rock salt on there because it'll eat into that water.
That's where that mixture comes in handy because the granules are real small and it just disappears.
Yeah,
it's still there, but it disappears.
It's good to know.
It hangs around. It hangs around for the beginning of the next storm too, unless there's rain.
You know.
Yeah.
The more you know. That's why that stuff's there. They even had the stuff that's like a bluish tint color. That's the stuff that's really good.
Yep.
You can even get with the pet safe stuff as well. I think that's the same thing on the hydrochloric.
Yeah, it's got the more chloride in it. Yeah.
There's something that I want to get my hands on, and I was going to help this. I went to go help this guy with a tractor trailer one time because he was stuck. And I said, well, I'm not pulling you out. And he goes, oh, I know you ain't pulling me out, but can you just plow in front of my truck so I get a head start going? So I did it for him for free. I said, well, I got some salt. I'll help you. He goes, nah, don't worry about it. I got something 10 times better. You have these like balls you throw on the ground and they explode.
Really?
I don't know what it is. He was telling me about it. He goes, I got these. He's telling me he has this mix of stuff for tractor trailer guys use it. I don't know. I didn't see him actually apply it. I had to go. But he was telling me about it, and I stuck in the back of my head, and I never researched it. But it's some kind of – it creates a chemical reaction to the ice, and it activates really fast. I don't know what it is. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
I've never heard of it. I'm still pretty new to the
there's a lot of stuff out there that we never hear of, though, because it's just not used in our area, so we wouldn't hear about it.
I should have picked – what's his name? Brain last night. That guy that's always on Lanier's, the truck driver guy.
Oh, Brian?
Yeah, I should. I was on there last night. I should have asked him about it. Forgot all about that. One time at band camp.
I wasn't on anybody's live. This is the first live I've been on because I'm making a video, so it's taking me. It's taking me a while.
Yeah.
I got about 10 hours into it. I should have it done today, I hope.
10 hours, wow.
Well, the last one I put out was 30 hours.
That was crazy.
I thought my 3 hours for one video was bad.
Oh no, it depends on how detailed you get into it, and
yeah.
I'm learning so much. And actually, the DaVinci Resolve I use, actually they updated it, and it's now DaVinci Resolve 17.
I forgot we were talking about that the last time you were on here.
I'm telling you what, the 17 is a beta version, so it crashes a lot, but it auto saves all the time because there's an auto save in there. But the flow, I could click between screens right from the same spot. I don't have to keep changing pages anymore. So that cut my editing time in half.
Mm-hmm. What camera do you use to record?
I'm using a G7X, a GoPro Hero 9, and a GoPro Hero 8.
Out of the GoPros you use, what's your favorite?
My GoPro is the 9.
The 9? How come?
Just because it's self-leveling. You can set the camera like this, and the setting is still horizon.
I like that a lot.
But if you turn it down like this and you turn it, it's not going to do it. But if you're flat like this, it'll stay.
What's
and
the
get there's another lens you could put on it, and it's like it's you could be moving the thing around like this and it'll stay flat and smooth.
Oh yes, yeah, I want that for like mowing and stuff. Yeah,
but I didn't order one yet because it's not a necessity and I don't have to have it. So I'm not getting that till this summer sometime, maybe.
How's the audio quality on it?
The what?
How's the audio quality?
I have external mic on it. Here, I'll be right back. I'll grab it here.
Okay.
And I should just do a video with all the gadgets and shit that I bought off Amazon that I still haven't figured out how to use.
That'd be a good one. I'm looking at trying to up my game for this year on recording and stuff. So a GoPro is high on my list of things to get.
Yeah, they're expensive, but I guess they're worth it. I mean.
Yeah, I've got the cheap action camera I used last year for a couple of shots, like the one where I had it strapped on my chest and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice.
This is actually it's pretty nice, but I only paid $69 for it. But and it came with all these things. You know, because I still haven't played with all the shit that it came with.
Yeah,
it's got a remote control, straps, microphone, but I guess you have to use the external microphone because it's inside that glass, that cover, the case.
Yeah.
You can't hear shit.
External. See, I bought a cheap one, and my cheap one, it has an external microphone, but it does not work while it's inside the glass, the case. So you can't hear anything. You know, it's just muffled. Like it sounds like you're mowing underwater and stuff. Or
that's
talking.
What's the point of that if you can't hear the sound?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And the video quality is pretty good for it being. I think it was like $30 on Amazon. It's pretty good for being $30 on Amazon, but it's not.
GoPros they're like waterproof, aren't they? Or water resistant?
They're water resistant, I think, outside of the case. Mark might be able to tell you that. I know when they're inside of the case, some GoPros are waterproof.
Oh, okay.
Up to like 100 feet or 50 feet, something like that. Mark might be able to tell you more than that.
But I started taking mine out of the case and just leaving it on top of like something. And I got a bunch of footage of video, but I never had a chance to upload it. And that was a lot of it was when I had my loaner, and I really wanted to do a thing with the MZT because I've always wanted to do something with that mower because that's the mower that I was going to buy. It was kind of ironic and weird that they gave that to me as a loaner when my transmission blew out. And I was like, you guys are giving me a brand new freaking mower off of the showroom floor. I was like, this is cool as shit.
Yeah.
I was like,
Jason,
no one's ever used. I saw the plastic on it and everything.
Wow.
I meant to message you on Instagram, Jason. I remember you commented that on one of my videos. And you sent me a link, but the link didn't open. And I meant to message you that. But now I see it's Polaroid Cube. I've been meaning to look into that one. I want to give it a try.
I've heard of that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a small one.
Mm-hmm.
What about a regular camcorder?
Yeah, I got one of them too. That's how I started.
That's how we started, yeah.
I have the Canon HRS 800 or something like that.
The only thing is, I'm afraid to show up at someone's yard with a camcorder, and they're going to be like, "What the hell is he doing?"
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's the thing that
They did
bothers
that
me.
without the camera.
That's where the GoPros are. GoPros are wonderful.
Yeah, because
I have GoPros mounted to my mowers, and you don't even see them. I could pull my mower off. You know, what I do is I hop on the mower, I turn the camera on, and I'll park the mower on the side so I can see the whole yard, and I'll use the other mower. So it's already set up. You just don't know it.
So how many cameras do you use typically on when you're recording, some, yard? Do you have like 3 or 4 that you have in different areas?
I usually one.
Just
one that I have it's a stake. Whoops. So I can just stab it in the ground, and then I welded a plate on there, stuck a GoPro.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I got that from Randy from Countryside Vlogs because he's always making them, and it was a good idea, so I stole his idea from him.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah,
But
that's really
I have a 1 foot tall, 2 2-foot talls, and a 3 foot tall. 3 foot tall I had to make with a bigger rod because it's up so high, so it was doing this.
Mhm.
But when I'm recording for sound in my shop, this is my setup.
Oh, nice.
So
look at that.
So I got a tripod mount on it. This is flexible. This is a ball swivel. Oh, I'm not going to twist around. And then I bought this case here. This is a metal case, and I can screw a filter on it. And then underneath is a mic adapter, and then just a Rode mic that I think I spent $30 or $40 on. But this is my go-to setup.
The audio is great too. That's good.
And then when I'm doing slow motion and stuff, I use my Canon G7X because I could get right up close and it focuses. And the zoom on it's great. So that's why I went with that. And you don't have to have all that stuff. I just wanted all that stuff because I want a certain level for my editing. And my other cameras weren't getting me what I wanted. Because the quality, like when I'm slowing things down and it's really smooth, that's because I'm recording at 120 frames per second. So I have a lot of frames I can move.
Mm.
But if you're doing fast motion, you can do it in 30 frames a second. It all depends on what you're going to do it. So if you're speeding it up, you can do it smaller frames. If you're slowing it down, you have to have more frames. And all cameras have different settings.
How long does it take you for to upload an hour's worth of footage? You upload onto your or download to your PC?
Just 6 seconds.
I download to an external hard drive.
Yeah,
I pull all my video off of an external hard drive. I do not put it on my PC because this doesn't work, or I mean, because this is a solid state or whatever, and I don't have to work my computer as hard because my computer is maxed out as it is, and we use cell phones all the time, like Jason
That's
says.
all I do too. That's
all the time.
I haven't figured out how to use this thing. I just got it for Christmas, but I went to go download it, and then it said I had to load up a whole bunch of programs. And then it was saying my OneDrive wasn't set up, which I don't even know what that is. So I don't know.
It takes a bit. You just gotta go through their. Is that a Seagate?
This is it's called My Passport.
Okay. There should be videos on it on everything to do because hard drive's a hard drive pretty much, but external. But that's it all depends on what you're gonna do and what your budget is. Because if you don't have a huge budget and you want to make quality videos, it doesn't matter. The quality of your video does not. Mr. Beast, I quote him a lot. He had 100,000 subscribers using an iPhone 5 or 6, I think it was. Wow. I think it was a 5, he said. Mm-hmm. Quality was horrible. But he made it all the way to 100,000 subscribers with just that phone. So it's all content.
Yeah.
And see, like my last video I put
save all your old footage?
Record everything, delete nothing.
Okay.
And be careful when you're deleting, just regular full videos that are on YouTube. Make sure that file is videos and not raw footage, like I did with my snowplowing videos. I deleted 2 years of snowplowing footage, which I can make. There was so much material, so much video. I could have made snowplow videos for the next 4 years, and nobody would see the same thing. I had so much footage, and I'm pissed because it's gone. So
yeah, because you never can recover it. Wow.
Never, it's gone. But that happens.
See, I'm having a problem. I want to edit some of my old videos, but I can't download them. It won't let me do it. It says you have to sign up to YouTube Gold, whatever, YouTube Premium.
I have it. It still doesn't. It still won't let me. All it does is let you watch it offline.
That's messed up. I want to take them down and redo them.
No, you can download your own videos.
How?
The Smash.
I have YouTube Premium too, and I downloaded it because that's what I thought. That's what I thought you had to do. I thought you could download it, and now you can edit it. But that wasn't the case.
I messed up on some old videos.
Okay. Here, let me.
He can be running.
Oh, I see it.
You see it?
Yep, I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay. See these 3 lines right here? Options. This is YouTube Studio.
Hang on, Mark. I'm gonna go solo on it, where it makes it bigger.
Oh, that's about as all. Probably it's gonna get as big as it's gonna get.
Oh yeah, it is, ain't it?
Okay, but anyhow, go here. Let me start over. Let me go to the YouTube.
If you're going to keep this video up, John, I can watch it later on my computer bigger.
Yeah, but see, I'm just at YouTube. Look at that. Drew's right at the top. So what do I watch all the time? What am I watching all the time? I watch Fox News. I watch Drew. I watch John's. I watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to YouTube Studio. Wait for that to come up. I go to Content. And then there's 3 lines, Options, and there's one little button that says Download. And you download your video. You just click Download. It shows up right in this corner right here. And once it downloads, because that's a big, and then you just show in files or whatever, and you just drag it to your desktop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
video I want to edit.
Yeah. Yeah, because you could take, because it's your own video, you could make videos out of pieces of your videos.
Thanks. That's worth $1 million right there. That
I appreciate
little bit of knowledge. I scratched my head and pulled my hair out I just finally learned how to do the little tags on these little blocks at the end of the video where it shows you where your playlists are.
Yep.
I just learned that a couple of days ago.
YouTube's your best tool that you have because there's a video out there. You have any questions, there's a video out there. And it'll guide you through everything you need to know. There is so much you can fix just in editing of bad video. You can fix it. You can fix a lot of it.
That's good to know because like I said, I got a lot of older content I'm wanting to start uploading here in the next few weeks anyways. That it's older content that I recorded back before I really took it seriously, and to my standards, I don't like it at all. So
I hate it. But see, a lot of my video footage, the footage is fine. It's everything else in between that sucks. I hate it. But I leave all that stuff up just to see where I came from.
Yeah.
And then people want to see where I came from also. I see some old videos, and it's like, how much I've changed over the past 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
let me ask you a question, not to change the subject, but it's basically almost on the same thing. I recently found out that some of my old videos, they got like 9,000 views. They have commercials on them.
Commercials?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have commercials on them.
Some of my old videos have commercials on them. I even took a snapshot. I was like, awesome, I got commercials on my videos, but I'm not getting anything from it.
I think YouTube just changed that just a few months ago. They make it to where, because you should have got an email, because I think I got an email, and I'll see if I can pull it up tonight, and I might share it with you guys, but I think YouTube just changed it where they can put ads on anybody's channels if they choose to.
Oh, okay.
Anybody's videos, but you don't get paid for it until you hit that criteria.
That's fine. I would just want to know, you know, what was up with that. I didn't know if there was money that I'm supposed to collect that I didn't. It's not like leaving money on the table. I'm like, okay.
No, they won't leave it on the table. It comes to you automatically.
I think YouTube changed. I think YouTube realized that there was a lot of smaller channels that are getting a lot of views that aren't getting monetized, and like, oh, hey, we can make a lot of money off of this. And I think that's what they decided to change.
It's their platform. They can do what they want. Yeah. So
yeah, there's a lot of channels out there that get a lot of views that are not monetized at all. And they will never monetize.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is fine. That's their channel. They do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
I myself, and I like to make the 25 cents an hour that I'm making.
I like my negative $10 an hour that I'm making right now.
Yeah, there's no way that YouTube is paying for itself. There's just no way, because the amount of time I have into all his videos, and it's just. But that's fine, because I'm also perfecting my what's the word I'm looking for? My editing and all that stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also getting faster, because every time I learn something new and I'll do a lot of stuff new, it takes me a while to get very fluent with it. And the editing is just there's so much you can do with it. You could spend days on it, just days and days on a 5-minute clip.
Yep.
Have you guys seen these videos?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, so I didn't mean to cut you off, Richard.
No, you're fine, brother. But go ahead.
Have you guys seen these videos that keep popping up? It's like, you can make money on YouTube. Like, give me 39 seconds of your time of not even uploading.
I used to get a bunch of those. Yeah.
Yeah, them are paid. Them are paid promotions.
They look like scams. Like, there's no way. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is a way, but I don't know. Like,
I guess making the money is the person that's making the video.
You're gonna click on that, and they're gonna be like, okay, now just sign up for this class at a low price of. You're gonna get a good deal right now. This is the only time it's gonna be 50% off for $19.99, and I'm gonna show you everything. Anybody that falls for that shit, I think, is an idiot. Because I don't know. I could go on a whole rant about that. But, yeah.
There's a YouTube maker guy who I'm following. I got to find his name in there. He's just posted something like he teaches you all the stuff how to do YouTube channels now. I've been watching him.
There's a lot of stuff. Them guys have a lot of information stuff that you can be doing that you never thought of, and they give you different ideas on how to edit videos and how to make different content, and they're good, they're valuable because they are teaching you something.
Well, the one thing that was stuck in my remember, I keep bringing this up every time, and everybody keeps saying put a video out every single day, right? And I keep thinking, well, maybe it's too much. But then I was watching one where this was a guy who actually works at YouTube, and he said just once a week.
It depends.
The last 2 weeks, I uploaded a video every day, including today, and tomorrow will be the last time I do it, and tomorrow will be the 14th day I uploaded a video every day. And I thought it wasn't going to do that well, but every video except for yesterday's video has actually done either average or better than any of my regular videos have done.
Now, see,
yesterday's video, but yesterday's video was just
my videos are all the same, because every time I put out a snowplow video, it gets between 2,000 and 3,000 views in 1 week with that snowplowing. And then normal regular videos, I'm only getting about 300 views, and then they'll sit there, and then they'll just slowly creep up. You know, they're all doing that. That's just what they do. And then the funny part is when a video that you made a year ago all of a sudden takes off, and you go, "Why now?" And you have no idea why. Absolutely no.
So
I got a video now that's just jumping, and I made it over 2 years ago. It's gotten 10,000 views in the past month.
Wow.
And I have no idea why.
See, I think it's once you start moving, you start moving. You know what I mean? Like if you're in the algorithm, like Mark, you're up there, John, you're up there. So now that you're already up there, the algorithm already has you. So you're going to move no matter what. But my question is more for like the guys like me and some below that are in that either just starting off or at that threshold where we're in the medium section almost.
I consider me in the medium section, but
yeah. So should we be putting out a ton of content, or should we just put down on scheduled content, or every other day, or every single day?
Whatever you're comfortable with. Whatever you're comfortable with. Because I did a video almost every day for a long time, but that's where I'm at. The subscribers I'm at, because my channel's not the best channel. It doesn't have the best stuff or whatever, but it's consistent and persistent. And now it's the way I edit things now, I'm only putting one video out a week. That's it. That's all I'm ever going to do now. One a week. Whether it grows, takes off, I don't know. It doesn't matter. So I like to put out one video a week and then do the live chats or live streams. So
I got to figure out how to do the live thing. I haven't figured that out yet.
After tomorrow, I'm going to go back to my regular, what I was doing every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is going to be Tuesday is a guaranteed video for me, but Wednesday and Thursday is going to be a video. And then Saturdays, I've been doing the live stream Saturdays. So Saturday, my live stream will be the only video. So I'll go back.
My video probably go up either Fridays or Saturdays usually.
Yeah.
Somewhere
I'm
around
going back to that too now. I'm trying to stop. I don't like doing them every single day. I just feel like it's too much work.
My video, if it gets up, it'll be up at 8 o'clock tonight.
I can absolutely promise Tuesday and Saturday a video from me. Tuesday for a fact, and a video or live stream Saturday. I can promise. But after that, it gets hard. You upload videos every day, editing them, all the videos and stuff. You get burned out. It is your thing, getting burned out doing it.
All big time.
I'm getting burned out doing it. It's like I'm not really,
No, it wears on you. You keep doing this, keep going and running, and then you just got to start slowing down, and that's where we're at. It's just slowing down with everything now.
But I feel like the masses, people, they need me. I'm just.
Well, there's some certain people that when I retired from snow plowing, I lost a lot of subscribers, a lot of them, because I'm not putting out the snowplow videos anymore. So they unsubscribe. A lot of them quit commenting too.
What do you think about?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
You go first.
I keep cutting you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You go ahead because I'm going to change the subject.
Billy knows me. I cut him off all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Good.
It's like Carla talking.
You can't even have a conversation. Like, Carlos, shut up. Gee, now I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead.
All right, so not changing the subject. Geo Landscaping has a question specifically for Mark, but you other guys up here can answer them too. So he says, I have a question for Mark. I went to a mechanic shop, and the rotors and brake pads, they want $676.54, which I thought was high. Question mark. For front only.
Front only?
That seems high to me.
What depends on the vehicle. If you're talking 3/4 ton, that's about right. Pads, rotors, and all that stuff, because that shit's
probably
expensive.
is. I'm one of the half-ton few guys.
Yeah, because it's up there. Because parts aren't, and especially that you got to remember, everything's jumped.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gone up in price because you got to remember the $3 2x4 is now $9.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's got a 2011 F-150. That's high. I've got a 13 F-150.
Depends on the price of the parts and what jumped.
Are you getting it done at a dealership?
It doesn't matter. Price of parts.
I guess. I haven't done that much maintenance on my truck.
It's going to get worse. It's going to get huge worse because the boats that were running the iron ore last year were laid up. They did not haul any iron ore, and that's the raw materials.
That must be it then. That's probably why.
Yeah, everything's going up because their boats were shut down.
I know my Steeler ship out here, they charge an arm and a leg before anything went up. So my Steeler ship out here, that's probably right.
Did you say your Steeler ship?
My Steeler ship. That's what I call the dealership.
Steeler ship. I thought that's what you said. I was like, I thought maybe just impediment that, but it sounded like, oh, wait a minute, that's funny. Steeler
I'm
ship.
a big advocate of these mom and pop shops out anywhere. Mom and pop maintenance mechanic shops. I take my truck to oil change at a little mom and pop shop that I've gone to for years since I've lived out here. You guys might make fun of me for that, but they do it for as cheap as I can do it myself. So
see, I take my my truck or all our vehicles to the dealership because they change the oil and rotate the tires because they ain't rotating no freaking tires.
Yep.
For the price they charge, have at it.
Yep.
And then Neil said he's out there soaking up the sun for me.
Yeah,
2 days. 2 days. 2 days.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
3 days.
over here right now. It's all wet outside. It's supposed to rain over here for the next week, I think.
It's 56 and sunny here, my phone says. 57, I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did I mention we got 4 inches of snow overnight?
Yeah. You keep it all up there.
It's at 44 degrees right now, so it's not too bad.
As much as I'm ready for the springtime, I could do maybe one more snowstorm just because I have the salt for it. But
Get rid of the inventory.
what's that?
Get rid of the inventory.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been burning up all my leftover salt all winter long in my own driveway.
I got leftover salt for 2 years now. I'm still trying to get rid of it. I got maybe 6, 7, or 8 bags left now. I hope I can get rid of them, but I haven't bought salt for 2 years now.
Geo landscaping, I'm sure there's 1.5 million YouTube videos you could probably watch on it. I use YouTube for repairing cars and stuff. I'm not that good at doing it, but watching YouTube videos, you'll find it.
You'll find everything.
Yeah, I learned how to take the door handle off of my truck to replace the door handle. 'Cause it's like a General Motors defect. I don't care what General Motors vehicle you buy. You buy a Cadillac, give it about 4 or 5 years, a handle's going to fall off somewhere.
Yep.
That's
why they sell replacement parts.
Hazardra, I pay $48 for 8 quarts of oil in my truck. And that's somebody else doing it. I don't have to do a thing.
I do my own oil change. It's something fun to do.
Yeah, I do my own also.
I do oil changes on my equipment. That's it.
Yeah, I'll do oil changes on my equipment, but my trucks and my wife's car, I freaking hate doing it. I'm like, nope, somebody else can do it.
Do not do an oil change when you're drunk. Let me tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Never tried that before.
Well, I should find those security camera footage if I could find it, but it was funny as all hell because I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and say it now.
Yeah, say it now.
Remember I told you guys, I don't know if I was told Troy, but don't get me started when I say All right, well, anyway. So if I can remember what exactly happened, I don't know. I almost drank the oil one time because I thought it was the beer. Didn't get that, but it stopped me right there. So I'm getting down with the truck and I put the damn thing in neutral or whatever. I thought it was put it in park. And this is what I was going to put. I was going to back it down. I'm like, I changed my mind. I'm not going to back it down right this second. So I got out of the truck. I didn't put it all the way in park. Put it in neutral, I guess, or reverse. I must have put it in reverse. I don't know what I did, but I shut it off. I get out. I look, and the truck's going down the fucking yard. I was like, holy shit. And I thought that I was running after that truck as fast as I possibly could. I looked back on the security camera. It looked like I was fucking walking.
What's up, Hazardra?
I swore I ran after the truck, but it kept hitting the fence.
I'll have to look. There's one of my plow videos. I'll never find it. I'm not even about to look for it. I got a camera sitting up because it was a driveway that went uphill, and I had the plow up, and I was out salting the front of it, and you could see the truck sliding down. Oh, the driveway because the tires were doing one of these things. One was going in one direction, the other was going the other direction because the lockers only work when you're putting it in forward, going one direction.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
So ever since then, I started using my parking brake when I got out.
That's what I did. With a plow, yeah, you got to use that parking brake everywhere. Yeah,
I do. Drinking oil, that will slow you up, yeah.
I remember one time I was on a hill like this. I slid down it backwards, and the only thing I could think of in my head was drop the plow. So I dropped the plow, hoping that would grab the road, and that's what saved my ass. Otherwise, I would have been going down that hill at 100 miles an hour. I went down to the bottom of it, and sure enough, I went right like goalpost, right between the two bushes, because on either side of the bushes was one of those yard ditches. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't going to get out of that. I got done. I was just like, thank God.
I got a buddy that he went up and got some battery acid from his buddy for a brand new battery because he didn't have any battery acid for it. And the only thing he had was a pop bottle. So he stuck the pop bottle between his legs and he was driving home. Ooh. And he never thought nothing of it. And he opened it up and went and took a drink.
Oh my gosh!
He burned the whole front of his mouth and his pants and everything.
Oh,
Because he just spit it out right there, and he burned everything. Oh, he was in rough shape. But it was one of the things. He wasn't drunk. He was just absent. Never thought nothing of it. Yeah, it was not pretty.
That's why there's all those crazy laws about gas can colors and everything. Like,
Exactly.
you can't have the gas has got to be in the red, the kerosene's in the blue, diesel's in the yellow.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other colors, but that's why I have that Husqvarna chainsaw can. You can't buy it in this country because it's orange.
Okay.
You have to buy it on Amazon from somebody in the UK to get it. And that's so stupid because orange is so close to red, but it's not.
Just leave it out in the sun. It'll be orange.
Yeah. But
You talk about you talk about oil changes there. I've seen a picture I'll never forget. Is like funny car mechanics memes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a picture. Apparently, somebody was doing an oil change on some sort of a car, and you had to reach through the exhaust manifold, like the pipes were just running all over. There's just a place big enough for you to get your hand up in there to grab the oil filter to twist it off. And somebody took the time to draw, what's his name? The clown from the Saw movies.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, drew him on the filter and wrote on there, "Do you want to play a game?"
That'd be funny.
I thought that was hilarious, reaching through them scalding hot pipes, the Joker on the end of it, or whatever his name is. Ain't Joker, but,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, yeah.
I'm still here.
See you, Neil.
See ya, Neil.
How's Mr. David doing this fine afternoon?
What's wrong? You're calling me.
I don't even know where that brown wrapping paper is.
It's not in there.
Carlo, your mic is on too. In case you wanted a private conversation there.
Yeah, don't forget to hide the drug money in the side of the.
Well, I had to say something just in case.
Just in
You never
case.
know.
Say what? What'd you hear? I didn't do anything.
We heard everything.
Well, the missus was calling me on the phone nonstop. I'm like, what's going on? Something probably happened. But I guess I got to find brown wrapping paper.
That's fine.
We got everything up in this place. There's a loft up in my garage. See up there? And that's our storage up there. So everything's up there.
Are you finally
Yeah.
sending my gift to me?
Yeah, I'm going to send you a gift.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like.
Hey, can you send me a $50 gift card and a $20 gift card?
Yeah.
That's sorry. One time at
How are
Bank.
you doing this evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is?
So what's up?
hey, how you doing this time of year?
This time of year, I'm doing all right. Just getting excited for the season,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's everybody's got the cabin fever right now.
Yeah.
At least around here, everybody's just all cranky and depressed, and because we've been lucky to have a lot of sunshine the past 2 weeks, but it's still freaking cold out.
Yep.
Today, 45, I'm going to be taking off here to take the dogs for a walk here pretty soon, and it's going to be nice. I haven't taken them for a walk in a month because it's been so damn cold out.
Yeah. Same thing for us. We just let our dog out in the backyard. We're too lazy to go out in the cold to walk him.
Well, I'm gone for about an hour and a half. I'd go for a 4.5 mile walk. So
I don't know how other people feel about it, but I'm a little, I might not seem this on the panel, but I'm a little antisocial when it comes to people I don't exactly know. So when I'm out walking my dog, our neighborhood has grown like so much. There's a lot of people in here. And it seems like every time we take our dog out for a walk, the entire neighborhood decides, oh, it's a good time. Let's go outside. And they always walk, we always cross paths with a bunch of people, and our dog does not like other dogs. So we get this big awkward thing of trying to quiet him down and stay away from people. It's funny. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth.
Well, When people see me coming down the road, they get away from me. They'll cross the street because I got 3 dogs.
You got the big dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got the cute little ankle biter that everybody wants to come over and play with and pet.
No, I got the knee biters and the nut biters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nut biters.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I enjoy going for my walks through town with my dogs. And
I'll enjoy this week giving out flyers. I'll take them out for a walk. I'll be super friendly then. I'll be like, oh, yeah, you could pet him, sure. Oh, hey, here's a flyer.
Oh, by the way, here's a flyer.
Yeah, exactly.
See, last summer I had, because I was getting confident with the dogs because I was walking them on a regular basis, so they were used to it. So I started taking them down by the beaches where there's a bunch of kids and a whole bunch of people come running up. So they were fine with that. The only problem I'm worried about is other dogs because I always, my dogs are well controlled and I have them on a short leash when I need to be. And I bring them up close to me, when I see other dogs, because they all have handles, they have harnesses, I can grab a hold of them.
Mhm.
But I just make them sit till these ankle biter dogs at their end of their freaking owner's 25-foot leash and they can't control them till that dog goes by. And I calm my dogs down before I start walking again.
Yeah.
Because I have to, because these dogs are this big and these owners have no control over these dogs. Absolutely none. They got these little retractable leashes that do absolutely no good because
Oh,
they're holding
yeah.
on as it's stretching out.
That is the
20.
worst thing to possibly get. It's a lazy walker. I bought one and I had to throw it away because a dog almost cut my leg off with it. Went around my leg with it.
It's too much rope. Too much rope to hang you with. Not the
Yeah.
dogs. You.
And it hurts too. It's like a vinyl nylon type of material. And it goes around your legs in short pants in the summertime and it burns.
Last summer, there's these Segway rental scooters in our area. And there was a bunch of kids, or 4 kids that had them. They're coming at us, as fast as they go. They're ringing the bells and everything. And I pulled my dogs off it. And as they're getting closer, there's a sign there, and all 3 dogs got tangled up. And I'm yelling at them to stop ringing the bells.
Yeah.
And they didn't know any better, but they just didn't know any better. They didn't know what was going on. But
You know what I
because I've tangled right up into this sign with them. And
learned?
dogs getting loose and running out into traffic.
You know what I've learned that works? I had my dog for 16 years before she passed. I don't know no longer more. But over the time of having her, she was not good with other dogs. So what I've learned was I would actually talk to the other dogs that were coming up, not like having a conversation with them, but you know what I mean? Like, hey, how are you doing? And I would actually try to go over and pet that dog so that dog would be comfortable with me. And then my dog would see that it was okay to acknowledge that other animal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because my dog was very protective of me. And so she always felt like as if another animal came towards me, like she had to protect me from that other animal. So I would have to go over to them and like communicate like the dog whisperer,
Right.
I seem to that would actually work most of the time. And it would somewhat calm them down,
I've never, all the times I've been walking, I'd never come across another dog that was calm. They're always at the end of their leash barking and carrying on and going crazy.
Yep.
And I got 3 dogs sitting, waiting for them to go by. And it just drives me nuts, It's nothing I can do about it, because I'm not stopping my walk and avoiding these people just because of them.
Do. My wife and I do. When we see other dogs down a certain path, we'll turn around and go a completely different way if it means we get to avoid people and other dogs.
Well, see, walking down the sidewalk, when there's a bike or something coming at me, I get off the sidewalk because people have no idea what to do when they see that many dogs. They're fine because the dogs won't move, but so I just take them off the sidewalk and sit in the boulevard area. It's just the easiest, and the dogs become more trained anyhow because they know to turn. They know how to go left and right. When I tell them to go left, they go left. I tell them to go right, they go right. Tell them to stop, they stop, and then they sit. And so me doing that all the time, it just works anyhow. So
it's funny because my older dog, she looked like a pit bull from a distance, but she wasn't. So that automatically sent fear in a lot of people. They wouldn't even come near us. I would see little people like, oh my God, let's go. But my dog wasn't a pit bull. But because she had all white skin, like real close to her body, and she had a little bit of a big jaw because she was mixed with a Boston Terrier.
Right.
So she has that. Well, Boston Terriers are pits. They're just miniature pits.
Right.
But when you came up to her, then you would notice she wasn't a pit. You know what I mean? But from a distance, she'd look like a pit. You don't know how many times I would walk and people would just get scared and get away from us. And she was the nicest dog you would ever meet. She was actually timid. She was more timid than anything else, you know?
Right.
And she never went after any other dogs that I know of. She was actually the one that was gone after before. So she always hated other dogs coming at her. So
see, that's what happens to us too. It's always other dogs coming at us. Always. And neighbor up the street's got 2 Rottweilers, and everybody says, I don't understand. Them Rottweilers ain't going to do nothing. I says, I know they're not doing nothing. I says, but as soon as they two come running out, I have now 5 dogs I'm trying to control.
Oh.
I can't control 5 dogs, especially when 2 of them are not mine, you know. But I'm, you know, because I'm in the middle of the road when this happens. Well, what am I going to do? I do my best to keep my dogs in control, and I can't do whatever, you know. And it's like that doesn't happen anymore, but it did for a while.
I've been on the search for a new dog for the last 2 years now. Still haven't been able to find one.
I got something to show you. Not change the subject from dogs.
Oh, change it away. Change it away, John.
We were talking about grass catchers earlier. Well, I just opened up my Instagram and I wanted to show you all this. I don't know if you guys are even on. I know some of you guys are. I know, Mark, I know you're on Instagram, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. I don't know. Do you follow Grassroots Lawn Care Service? Does that name ring a bell?
It doesn't ring a bell, so probably not.
Okay. Well, he made like a homemade grass catcher. So I'm going to try and show you guys. I don't have Instagram on my computer. Oh, here, I'll go solo. I'm going to try and show you guys. He made a homemade grass catcher, and it's a powered grass catcher, and it's actually pretty cool. So it's for his voice.
Okay, yep.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, he there's a company that makes them, so he copied it.
It's like the track vac.
The track vac.
Yeah, it's like a track vac. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I just sold my track vac.
Yeah. Remember, Billy, I was telling you about that? That's the perfect spot to put a thing that's on top and the front of it. A long time ago.
Them are nice. I've seen there's a couple of them set up like that. But anyhow, guys, I'm gonna have to take off. So
all right,
I gotta get my dogs out and about because I gotta take them for a walk and then finish my video. So
okay, well, thanks for jumping up here. I appreciate it.
Well, I always got to jump up Saturday mornings, you know, because here shortly you won't see me hide nor hair of me Saturday mornings because I'm going to be gone playing, golfing or fishing or riding a motorcycle.
It's going to be nice.
Something outdoors where it's nice. So anyhow, you guys have a wonderful day.
You as well, Mark.
Enjoy the sunshine. The warm weather's coming. Spring's on its way. We're almost ready to start mowing. So.
Almost.
Yeah. See you guys.
Take it easy, Mark.
I'm gonna get going here too soon. I gotta go soon. I gotta go soon a little bit. Here. I've been on for too long. But
yeah, I'm always going on for too long.
Yeah, I got your tent ready, Carlo. Whenever you want to pick it up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, cool, yeah. All right.
David, what happened to you? Why'd you jump down off the panel?
I go eating some broccoli.
Oh. Probably.
He's doing that chicken broccoli. I'm starting it too. He's motivating me. He's actually motivating me to do it. And I used to do just broccoli at one time, where I would eat a lot of broccoli. That seemed to work. So I guess that has something to do with the broccoli. So I'm gonna try. I got the chicken right now. It's thawing. Eat some of that tonight. But my problem is I still eat other shit. I can't do the actual, the one type of diet. You
gotta stop going to McDonald's. That's what it is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm gonna get a job there at McDonald's. I need to because
you work there, then you'll hate eating there.
Yeah.
They'll fire me the first day. They realize I ate half the food.
Eat all the profits.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, somebody says, Is that any good? Hold on a second. Let me try another one.
Try theirs as they're ordering it. Oh, hey man, this is really good.
Really good. Oh, I'll get you another one. I'll finish this one.
Yeah.
I really want to try to get that McDonald's. I want to power wash that whole entire area in the front there, but they have their own janitor that does it for them, right? But with that setup that I got, I know I can make that thing look brand new, but I'm kind of scared to approach a business like that because, it's like, how do you do it with all the cars in the way coming through? You know what I mean? But
yeah, I'm sure there's a liability thing there too. So
yeah, but it's one of those things. You know how when you cut grass, you see a messy yard, you want to cut it. You know what I mean? Now I'm starting to see past ground that needs to be cleaned up. I'm like, well, I can do that.
That's the way I think. I see stuff that I could be doing. I'm like, hey, I could do that. Maybe I should go over them doing.
That's why I want to sell it, but I'm afraid to sell it because I know the day that I sell it, I'm going to get this fixed that I need to do it,
Yeah.
But I don't know.
My thing with doing stuff like that is I don't know. The only thing I don't like about fast food places is all the damn customers. I mean, one, you get your name out there more people would see you, right? But I don't know. I try to be too nice to people. Like if I'm out mowing and I see somebody's walking, I'll completely stop until they're way out of the way. And like mowing at a fast food place, I don't think I could do it because I'm like I just said, I'm too damn nice. I'd be stopping every 60 seconds to let somebody order, and then I got to go back and finish. I'm like, good Lord, this 15-minute job is going to take me 3 hours to get done because I got to stop for everybody.
Not only that, but all the liability, and then you have all the crap that's on the ground. And
liability is a big one. Yeah.
I started to do that. Bill probably does that little used to be a Wawa down on Mountain Road. It's now a Quickie something, and it's not a real. It's just a foreign-owned type of like the guy just opened it up. You know what I mean? Like it's not really like a brand name or anything.
Yep.
Just like generic. Yeah, it's it's not that anything wrong with foreign, but I'm trying to paint a picture of kind of what it is. It's like they really don't understand the whole keeping everything.
Oh, you're
nice
talking about from across from the seafood place?
Yes, that place. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that guy, he wouldn't pay full. He didn't want to pay for anything to get done. But I went there so much eating there that I would talk to him about doing it. Well, I started doing it and busting my ass off, and he wasn't wanting to pay me on time or even pay me, and it was starting to get uncomfortable. I'm like, man, I come here and eat all the time, and you don't want to pay me the extra $20 to do the edging because he wasn't paying to have the edging done. I'm like, dude, you have to have this edging done. It looks like shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I edged the entire thing because it's never been edged before with an edger. And he didn't want to pay me the extra money. I'm like, this is some kind of horse shit. I mean, really? I mean, you saw me working out here. It was 100 and some degrees outside. He goes, well, I didn't want you to do all that. I mean, I thought you said you were just going to edge. I said, that's what edging is. I'm like, how do you not pay me for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then other places you tell them, I'll you do it at the minimum price, and then the extras you get the free sodas and coffee. So every time you go in there, you can get free drinks.
He didn't give me nothing free. I was a little offended by that. I was like,
I knew a guy who did a 7-Eleven down not Mountain Road, but not Hog Neck, but the one that goes down to Fort Smallwood. There's I think a 7-Eleven down there, I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that little one on the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the one. This guy I knew, but he said that he cut the grass pretty cheap, but he got free sodas. So,
yeah, if you can get some food out of it, it's not bad. I mean, it's worth it. But it's like a lot of those little places like that, they're a whole different mindset. They don't think that it's meant to be paid to have it done on a regular basis. So they try to find the guy with the pickup truck with the guy just starting off, the cutting grass. They try to take advantage of them. That's
the guy that I knew.
Yeah, they take advantage. That's what when I first started, I was taking everything. And that's when I was just starting to leave the I'm just starting, I'm getting stuff going. And he couldn't understand for the life of me how I didn't want to work anymore. He's like, you don't want, I said, I got plenty of stuff to do. I said, I was doing this to help you out. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't understand that. I was like, I really want the place to look nice. I said, because it looks like shit. You know? But,
David, I do have a pressure washer. I've got that Harbor Freight Special that I mainly use to wash my truck and mowers and stuff off with. but I don't have a pressure washer to do the pressure washing jobs yet this year. I'm waiting to get more of them lined up, and I'm kind of on the fence. So what I think I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get a couple jobs lined up if I can this year, because as you guys may or may not know, I'm wanting to get into that a bit this year. So I'm going to try and get a couple of jobs lined up, and I was thinking about just renting one for a day after I get them all lined up and knock them out until I get enough to where I'm like, okay, I'm doing this more consistently. Here, I'm going to buy one and get into that. Right now, I don't exactly want to get into like power washing, like cleaning complete houses. But knowing me, I'm probably going to get into it doing driveways and stuff and be like, oh shit, hell yeah, I'm already here. Let's give them a bid for the house and stuff. And I'm probably going to end up getting into that. But we'll see. I'm not like I said. So since I've restructured my business, I'm still trying to focus on the lawn care side and really get that going and make that to where that runs smooth. And then I know midsummer where I slow down because the grass doesn't grow is when I'm going to focus on the pressure washing side to where I can try to stay busy. So
yeah, just be careful with your liability. When you first got your liability, they ask what you do, and you say I cut grass and whatever. You don't mention the power washing and cleaning gutters, because if you fall off the ladder, see, they'll want to go to the insurance and they won't cover you because it wasn't under your policy. So you got to make sure you tell the person that you're insured with that everything that you do. And the more you do, the more your premium will go up.
That's why I'm paying $250
That's why you pay
a month.
$2,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to be careful with things like that. So, because you could power wash somebody's house and the water gets in the behind the vinyl, and you can short somebody's electric out and catch the house on fire. You're liable for that, if something like that happens. So you got to be real careful.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with me with my insurance rates, because I was talking to Bill and I'm talking to other people like, why are they only paying like $50-some a month and I'm paying $250 a month? That's because I had the handyman business considered a contractor, and I mentioned I had the power washer, and I mentioned snowplow, and I mentioned that I clean gutters a little bit, and they asked me, do you do any tree work? And I was like, of course I do everything.
That's what they do is they check all that off
and add it up. So I need to go back and I need to delete a bunch of stuff because I'm not doing it all enough to justify paying that much money in insurance. But like I said, last year was the first year that I completely stopped doing the other stuff, like the handyman and all the other works. But I did pick up a little bit of power washing. But the power wash people that I picked up they were my already current customers who I kind of know, and they could care less if I really damaged anything. You know what I mean? They were like, I know the people enough that I could work something out with them. You know what I mean? But
when is your renewal? Is it?
I think it's in July or June.
You definitely got to call them before you renew.
Yeah, I stopped by yesterday, believe it or not, but the damn place was closed, so I got to get on the phone and call them, and there's nobody in the office, and that's just a hassle. I like to go in person and talk to them.
Because they want you to come every year to do like a checkup kind of thing, and they re-ask all the things that you do, just to make sure you got the coverage.
I'm paying way too much. I mean, I'm paying so much. Like I said, I'm paying I don't mind saying it. I'm paying about $258 a month. That's ridiculous. But I see, I have the $1 million umbrella policy. I have the commercial umbrella policy. I have all that because I was doing a couple snowplow, because I had a snowplow contract last year, which I never did. Didn't snow, so I had it, and you can't add it once you sign up. You can't add stuff.
Yeah.
So you can take it off, but you can't add it. I think I can't remember. They said you can't add it once you're on it. So if you want it, get it now. I'm like, well, this is
a thing. Yeah, you have to.
I got to pay all summer.
Before it renews.
Yeah, so you got to pay all summer for snowplow that you might do 3 months out of the year.
Exactly.
That's bullshit. That's why I said I was really irritated about even, you're fine, I think, as long as you don't, you're not doing any commercial lots and stuff. But like John, you're doing the commercial stuff next year. You think you're doing that a lot. You got to add snowplow, and then you have to also add commercial vehicle insurance.
Right now, I'm covered for the commercial side, except for the snow plowing part. The snow plowing, if I do offer that, I have to up it. But I'm not doing it until I know for sure that I've got it, that I need it.
Let me tell you, a plow can do some damage to somebody's car.
Oh yeah, a plow can do a lot of damage to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and you could easily back into somebody by accident, and then of course, you've already experienced it. well, hey, the plow guy was here. That's how I got that big old scratch down my
And
truck.
You will get blamed for that.
You
That's
didn't do it, but at least you're covered. So all you gotta do is say, look, just go talk to the insurance company. They'll have their lawyers involved, and they'll look at it and say, hey, whether or not we're going to pay you or not, and you're completely off the hook. But I think my insurance is never going to go down after I 18 machine gun the vehicle with my lawnmower.
Yeah.
I was over by the airport and I went off. There's a ground, all the grounds up here is all messed up. Billy knows what I'm talking about. There's no flat yards around here. And my zero turn, my older one, slid off the side. It hit the rocks the guy just put down. He just bought a used car for his 16-year-old daughter. I fucked it all up. It looked like the BA Baracus came there with the A-team and shot a rock machine gun at it. It was a pop, 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 pop. I mean, you think that the rocks would have missed the window. No. I hit the windows. I hit the back quarter panels. There was a hole in the back quarter panel. It looked like this from the rock that hit it. I'm freaking out. So you know what, my dumb ass, I had like a denial of guilt in my body. I was like losing it. So I just washed the car off, got my shit, went down the street. Like, I'm leaving. I didn't know what to do. And I was like, oh God, what do I do? I still remember this. So I'm getting ready to pick up the phone to call him. And some bitch didn't call me before I called him. So I look like even more of a douche. Like, I took off. And he's like, hey, he was real quiet about it too. I still remember the conversation because he wasn't home. They called on me. The family at home called on me. Said, hey, got this call. Did you happen to hit the car with a bunch of rocks? I said, yes, I did. I said, I was just getting ready to call and tell you about it. I said, I am sorry. I said, is that your car? He goes, yeah, I just bought it for my daughter for her birthday, 16th birthday, and she hasn't even had it on the road yet. I stopped the truck right there almost in the middle of the road, and I had no words. I didn't know. I felt like the biggest douche in the world, man. I tell you, every time I went back there, I was like this the whole time. I could not. Let me tell you something. The insurance, yeah, I didn't touch that at all. I just said, here's my insurance company. They'll take care of it all. I still, to this day, I never even looked into what happened with it because I just didn't even want to hear about it. I just asked my insurance company, they could take care of it. I said, yeah. I didn't even ask any questions because I was just so disturbed from it. I felt bad. It was, you're getting your first car, you know what I mean? And here I am coming here putting fucking rocks all in it.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and probably end this.
Yeah, I'm getting tired myself here. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice having you. Appreciate it.
What's that?
Thanks for having us up. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you all for coming up. I really appreciate it. It might not mean much to you guys, but no, I really appreciate when people come up and people that watching the comments and stuff. It means a lot to me. So,
I gotta figure out how to look at the comments.
Huh?
I gotta figure out how to look at the comments while I'm on my phone. I must have to open up another.
I don't know how to look at comments when you're on the phone.
Yeah, it's hard.
I used to use my phone for when I got on Acme Mowing's lives, but I don't remember how to do it now.
I think if I open up my tablet separate or my computer separate,
do it separate.
Oh yeah.
I can look at it. I think I need to do that because whenever I use my computer to do this, I know you heard it last time. The sound doesn't sound right.
Oh, the sound is horrible. Yeah, that's right.
It's like a weird. It's horrible.
Yeah.
What was that again? What did it sound like?
You're one of the people that get me doing that shit all the time. Whenever I do something, you get me to make it do it again. I hate that. I'm like, I'm the guy at the mechanic shop. My car is going.
Yeah. Well, everybody, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day.
All right.
We'll see you the next time.
I'm gonna go enjoy some sunlight. Take care.
Take care, guys. All right, guys. Well, thank all of y'all for coming out and joining. And those of you that are still watching, I really appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone's support. Tomorrow, you can expect tomorrow is going to be my last snow job, I guess you can say. There's no snow in it. It's one of the pre-jobs I went and did, just salting. It's a little time lapse with some music over it, I believe. Should be something nice, little entertaining video. So that'll be the last one of the winter version that you guys see. And then sometime next week, I do believe Wednesday right now is going to be my 2021 lawn care setup that you guys will see. That'll finally be out then. So be sure to check that one out. And then the week after this, or then shortly after that, we're going to start doing, you guys are going to see the week of bad luck I had last season. And then sometime after that, we should start getting into the mowing season. So it'll be fresh content for you guys. And I've got lots of videos planned out. I've got 50 videos all wrote on my phone to make this year. So I got a lot of good content coming for you guys. So once again, I always appreciate everybody's support. So if you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up button, as YouTube seems to think that matters and helps me out a lot. And hey, if you're new, I appreciate you for coming out, and be sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys most likely next Saturday in the next live stream, as always. So I appreciate all of you guys. And as always, have a great rest of y'all's day, guys.